a treat.
Hello, welcome back to Gaming Related. My name is Junior Monk, and oh my gosh, we just got raided as soon as we started. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome, Goblin
Hello,
Tuesday.
Raiders.
It's so good to see you. We'll just go here. We'll go to this panel. Hi, players. How we doing?
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Hi, Goblin Tuesday.
Goblin Tuesday.
Thanks for the raid.
Thank you so much for the raid. I was tuning in to you guys while I was getting ready for tonight, and I love the banter going back and forth between the fight, because it's happened to me as a DM so many times. Here was the scene. It was like everyone has weapons, and then people started arguing, and it's like, wait, what did you say? And then the other person's like, wait, no, what did you say? And then it's like, roll for initiative. And the player's like, wait. I just want to talk. Oh, it was awesome. So welcome in. I hope you guys had a great session. All right.
I want to spark violence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xanafi,
Just
you always
finished
want to spark
violence.
violence.
Yeah.
We just got out of violence and we need to diffuse other violence.
We could have some more as a treat.
¿Por qué no? Yeah.
Por
Let
qué
me check
no?
my character sheet real quick.
Okay.
We need to
I
leave.
can
We need
have
to
a
leave
little bit of
Monk some amount of NPCs to talk to us through.
Grimbeard, thank you for the
I'll
follow.
just draw more. It's fine.
Yeah, we gotta just kill him until he's just like, my name is Monk. What do you want to know?
What do you want? Okay, well, we had kind of a false start, so if you guys are ready, shall we start this thing?
Ready.
Okay.
Let me see if I.
Can we get a ready check?
Yeah.
Oh, your D is off.
You're off.
Your D is crooked.
Not the first time I've heard that.
There you go. Okay,
Lost it.
we just need the R and the E.
We're
dealing
so
with-
close.
Oh
we're
my
like
gosh, come
we're
on,
so
we're doing-
close to
No,
being
it's
able to.
hard.
Okay.
Listen,
on.
soon.
Okay,
I'm
we're-
I'm working
we're
on
We're
it,
check.
okay?
We're doing Addy. That's good enough.
We're
Okay.
check. We're doing Addy.
Okay. Well, let's find out what happened previously on.
I need music. I can
Your
hear
mom.
Music now, or I'm angry.
Guys, shut up.
I'm
Shut up. I'm going to do the
sorry.
previously on. Okay.
my
Previously
dad.
on Thieves of Queens and Kings. Angelina Carefree was hired by Terrafolk to assassinate Carnivorous. She planted magical items on Cassius, and she boarded the ship, and then she murdered Portion, Carnivorous's brother. She mordored him straight into the eye. Straight She fled the scene in the body and shape of Portion. You see, she was a shapeshifter. And then she murdered Summer. Damn, I cannot talk tonight. Summer Nelson, who is
You're good.
Lord Cedric Voss's assistant. Y'all put out the fire that was in the engine room. And then the hunt began. You cornered this creature in Evelyn and Cassius's room. And there it hung in the corner in the room, invisible to all except for one. The shattered window was a ruse to convince you all that it fled outside of the ship, because Terrafolk can fly, right? Xanafi sent vines that covered all the surfaces of the room, entrapping it inside, and there you all defeated it. Verdun got to the bottom of the squabble between merchants. A porcelain piggy bank was the reason for fighting between Lady Evelina and the Count Lionel Thorne. It was shattered as all these animated coins flew up into the air and started biting and flying around. And that's when Carnivorous had had enough. He let loose his breath weapon and killed all of them. We ended the session with you all regathering yourselves in the dining hall, where you have Lady Evelina. And the last thing that you all heard was Captain Yenye, as he holds up a small gold coin, and he just kind of turns it, and then he pockets it. Now, inside of the Sun Glider, this flying ship, is where you all are. And we'll go to that map. And you all can tell me what you'd like to do first.
Evelyn was cleaning up. Can't I move my player? Me. Cleaning up the mess from her brewery kit.
Okay. Got it. So you're cleaning up your mess. You'll notice that the window can't be closed. It is shattered. But you pick up your parchment. Cassius flung his parchment out of the window. No longer to be read by anyone except for some random farmer who looks up and sees paper falling from the sky.
I figured it out. The door was closed. It wouldn't let me in. Okay.
Doors. Bitches.
Doors.
Okay. So it'll take a while, but you're able to gather what you want. Unless you can patch this window, it's not going to be a good, comfortable place to sleep.
No, we already discussed that, Cassius and I are gonna go into Cern's room with him.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
But he spent all that time putting all the beds together.
I changed
bring
the
it-
floor.
He changed the
They
floor.
said that they could, but they had to bring their own bed.
We'll just bring our own beds. We could just pick up the bed.
I like the idea of like dragging the beds through the hallway.
Okay. So, Vordoon, Lady Evelina, with a bloodied nose, is going to say, "Please, relent. There is no more fight here." And she's going to ask you nicely to put her down.
I will.
Like, die?
I will set her down, like sitting down,
Okay.
and then I'm going to kneel down next to her, and I'm gonna use lay on hands to heal her what I just broke.
Okay. You're going to see her nose is going to straighten back out. The teeth are going to kind of realign, and her lip is going to seal as she kind of starts touching her face, almost like she got hit in the face with a soccer ball. She's just feeling it. Please. There's no more fight in me. I give up. The coin, it's just going to curse anyone who wields it, and there's death on this ship. I relent.
I believe you will relent. But you do realize what you did here, right?
What did I do?
You put everyone's lives at risk.
No.
One person would have died if we hadn't intervened.
I take responsibility for the squabble between me and the Count. This
And
additional...
blowing up the engine. The engineer who almost died.
She puts her head down. And she just gives a nod. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry.
I'm not the one you need to apologize to.
I told Carnivorous that my family will pay for all damages. With or without the coin. I'll see to it. The Brightwood estate will fix the Sun Glider as soon as we land. If you would please leave me alone, I will go wait in the dining room.
As you wish. And I'll back up and I'll give her a hand to help her stand back up.
She won't take it and says she'll scurry off down the hallway and into the dining hall.
Didn't you tie her up?
No,
No?
no, I just had her by the throat and I was
Oh.
smacking
It's
her
just
against the wall.
smacking her around. Okay, so she quickly darts and goes into the room and goes into the dining hall. The rest of you, what are you doing?
May I ask, DM,
Mm-hmm.
do you know who witnessed Yenye take the coin?
The not the captain, Carnivorous, the owner of the ship. The Count, the engineer, Lord Cedric, basically everyone that's in the dining room right now. The Furbolg, Katarina, also saw it. And so did Queen Bee.
So no player characters.
No player characters, no.
Rip. Okay.
After I have cleaned up my stuff enough and gathered my things to move it into another room, I am going to look at the body and loot anything on the body. So we just left that body there. Does it have any
Okay.
papers on it? Does it have any weapons? Yada, yada, yada.
It did not have any weapons. It had a little pouch, and in that pouch, you're going to find that there are gemstones, rubies, diamonds, sapphire. This creature was paid in gemstones. And if you want to add this to your character sheet, you have 500 gold worth of gemstones.
I will divvy that out with everyone later. But nothing else on them besides the gemstones? No, like,
No.
written, like... Okay. Okay. Then she'd... Because it's cold in here, she'd... After making sure she's got all her stuff, she'd leave the room.
Okay. You pack up whatever's left of your tools, and you lost about 50% of it that you're going to need to replace when you get to town.
Yeah.
And the rest of you? I understand, Cassius, you stepped out, so we'll probably get to you last. But Yasern, what are you doing?
Yasern is preparing the bed fort. We're making the fort. That's
Okay.
what we do here at Yasern Industries. We make bed forts.
Okay. Xanafi, you caught a piece of the parchment before Cassius tossed it out the window. And you were blushing. You try to hide the fact that he saw you reading it.
Yep.
He's stepped out of the room. What are you doing? Last one to leave this room.
I'm gonna make sure he's gone, and then I'm gonna go sulk in my room.
Okay.
Think about my actions. This is self timeout.
The captain will step into the hallway, and Captain Yenye says, with his hat between his fingers, Carnivorous would like a word. And he's gonna watch you all, and then he's gonna step back into the dining room.
Oh, I
Just grab my stuff up.
Instead.
Stuff off first.
And then Cassius says, have you stepped out? What are you doing?
I imagine I stepped out of the room and I was just kind of watching Vordoon talk to Evelina. And Cassius is just staying quiet. He still has like a remnant of the angry expression he had when killing the changeling. So I think
Okay.
he's just quiet, and then as the captain comes out, summons, and I see Vordoon moves, he's just gonna go with.
Okay. You'll see that as you all begin to make your way into the dining hall, what once was a joyous introduction and feast and party has a very quiet and somber tone. Nobody wants to make eye contact. You see that people have sat at different tables. You'll see that Sindil and Ebrius are also in here. You see that there's charred coin on the floor. Things are knocked over from the engine explosion. And Carnivorous is going to look to all of you. And Carnivorous is the owner of the Sun Glider. What happened here on my ship this day was vile greed. He spits on the floor, and you see the floor kind of begin to bubble the carpet from the heat in his saliva. The greed of your families, the greed of your business, and my greed. My brother, your assistant, are dead. And the creature that caused this, and he looks over to the party. Strange bedfellows. Is it over?
It is also dead.
He gives you a slow nod. And then he's going to look over to the engineer. Ironbeard, do we have an ETA on fixing the engine? She's going to say, oh, fucking hell. No. This thing is shot. I need at least a day up in here to get it back and running. Unless we get a good wind, we're not going anywhere. He's going to say, Captain. And Captain Yenya is going to kind of put his hat back on. He's going to kind of straighten his lapel. It's all right. As long as we're all safe, the ship's not going anywhere. But we'll spend a day in the air. As soon as it's up and running, we should be to Tilboya within another day after that. Worst case scenario, we lost 2 days. And then the engineer says, I got my ale, I got my jerky, I can get back to work. You. And she's going to point to the Furbolg, and she's going to point to another person. You get to help lift the heavy things. And Carnivorous will say, very well. And then he looks to the rest. I don't have any more entertainment for you. I must tend to my brother. If there is one weapon unsheathed, one spilled drink, one more incident, I'll eat your face myself. And he looks at Lady Evelina, he looks at the Count. You will pay reparations for what you've caused here. And you just see the Count kind of take a slow sip of a cup. Lady Evelina bows her head. I'm so sorry. And he just puts his hand up. She kind of swallows her next word. Captain, the strange bedfellow did us a grand favor. See to it that they receive payment for it. And then he's going to say, and you have a deal. And you're going to see, as he says that to the captain's going to say, really? Just like that? I'm part owner of the Sun Glider? He's going to say, you've done much for the Sun Glider, so yes, it's a fair deal. And he's going to smile, and he's going to go down, and he's going to look to you all. Please, come into my quarters.
Gosh, I like that guy. What a great captain.
And he quickly goes into the captain's quarters, which is the locked door down the hall, leaving the rest of you kind of in this room as Carnivorous looks over and says, "My people, when one of us falls, we pay their rights. Will you help me?"
You have resources, correct?
What do you mean?
There might be a way to bring them back. I mean, I'm not particularly high ranking in my religious order, but I had teachers, instructors that had knowledge of the ability to bring people back from the dead.
He puts a heavy hand on your shoulder. "You're certain that's quite all right. But our people, we don't change the order of things like that."
I respect your decision.
Easy position to hold when you're not the one that died.
He glares at you for a moment.
Cassius, sometimes dead is better.
Certainly. I just mean to say that... well, I guess it's not important what I mean to say. Anything I could mean to say, I'm sure he's already thinking himself.
He looks at you, Vordoon, and then he turns to walk out of the room and down the hall to where the screams were happening. And essentially to see his brother.
Damned fool.
Can I go with him?
You can.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with them as well.
He walks
Help
into the
him
room.
do some rights.
He walks into that room where his brother's corpse is, and where Summer's corpse is, and just seeing how eviscerated his brother was, and just the state of him, he is going to pick him up, and you're going to see, with all the blood and the dead weight and the broken bones and the broken jaw, he's a wet sack of potatoes. He begins to slip out of his arms. He struggles to pick him up.
Can I press the digitate and like clean it up a bit and help him carry?
Yeah, so you clean off the blood, and which just leaves the open wounds, and you go to grab the legs. Just to this room here, right around the corner. And you guys go into the other room, and he lays his brother on the bed, and he grabs a blanket and just pulls it up and over his face, and then walks back and picks up the other corpse. This one, her being a halfling, he has no problem with her broken neck. No, not a lot of blood from her. He picks her up, and he begins to carry her down the hall. Meanwhile, inside the dining room, Lord Cedric is weeping, and you're going to see the Count is going to go and sit next to Lady Evelina, and as he sits next to her, he's going to just say to her, "Lady Evelina," and he kind of looks around. Is anyone paying attention to this conversation? Those of you who are in this room?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm right there, yeah.
He's going to whisper, and you'll hear him. He'll say, "You were right. I waited too long. I lost myself. It was too good to be true. I'm so sorry that I double-crossed you. I'm so sorry I didn't heed your warnings. I had a fortune. I made a fortune in less than 3 10-day. And she's going to reach out. And she's going to put her hand on his. This group, these two merchants that were once at each other's throats, that were fighting. She casts magic to subdue him, and she puts her hand on his. We did everything we could, the best that we knew how. Our families are strong. Your business is going to continue to thrive with or without help. You don't need it. We have to fix what we broke. Not just on this ship, but every single transaction is blood money. And they're slowly going to just take a sip together. Cheers, then, to being old-fashioned. And they're going to cheers their cups together. And take a drink. Lord Cedric is going to he's going to say, I have to see her. And he looks over at the Furbolg. Will you accompany me, please? She's going to give him a nod. And they're going to leave the room. And they're going to go into his room. And you guys will hear the scream again as he sees her dead body for the first time.
No.
Yeah. And the door closes and it's muffled as he is dealing with his dead.
Evelyn's gonna turn to Xanaphi and Cassius. Should we go talk to the captain?
About what?
He asked us to join him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought this said carnivorous, not Lucerne.
No, he first said that we should go with Captain Yin Yang, and then Carnivorous then also asked us to help him. So I got confused.
I'd rather speak with the captain than spend any more time feigning pity.
Then the captain we shall go.
Yeah, this is an awkward trip. Not how I thought I would spend my first time in an airship. Let's go.
Yeah, this sucks.
The vibe here is terrible.
I hate being up this high.
The vibes here are rancid.
Before I leave Carnivorous' side, I'm just gonna let him know. So you know, me and Lucerne can perform ceremonies if you need us to.
We'll perform the ceremonies in Tilboya. But yes, that would be wonderful.
And I'm just gonna
Oh, you go ahead.
I'm just gonna pat Carnivorous on the shoulder real quick, and then walk towards Captain Yunenes.
You'll see the tears begin to kind of stream down his face as you catch up with the rest of the group. The captain's quarters are currently closed. As you hear...
No. Please.
For those of you who are watching with surround sound headphones...
Don't tell them, don't tell them, don't tell them, don't tell them.
Oh my gosh. So, like Xanaphi said, you guys are you guys are on a floating ship up in the sky, and you get to the captain's quarters, and he says, "Come in, do come in." And you guys open the door, and you'll see that the captain is currently sitting back behind this beautiful, ornate desk You see that there is a golden chalice. You see that there's parchment rolls. And you see there's navigator maps with a compass and ink. And you see there's a ledger. And all the candles are lit around. He's currently drinking a freshly opened bottle of champagne. And he looks to you all and says,
There he is.
Oh,
I would
so
like
handsome.
I would like to thank each one of you individually for saving everyone's life. For
Rephrase.
dealing with the monster. For taking care of Carnivorous, for solving the puzzles, the assassin that was on the loose, for saving my life. This is not what anyone expected, but we could not have had better luck than to have you on the Sun Glider when this went down. Had the strange bedfellows not been here, I fear the ship would have been taken and all of us would have perished.
Most certainly.
Well, this is for you. A small token of Carnivorous's gratitude. And he reaches under his desk and he pulls out a chest and drops it on the table. And it's got some weight to it. It kind of shakes the champagne bottle a little bit. Please. For you. Go on. You've earned it. Take it.
Well, if no one else is gonna step forward, I guess the of you will pick it up.
The druid.
Evelyn's
open it.
definitely
What's in there?
feeling the tension in the room.
I'm gonna take off my helmet, and then Captain Abuelita said that coin is cursed. You should lock it away.
He pulls out the coin from his shirt and he looks at it. He turns it on the other side. This coin? He flicks it up in
Yes.
the air and it spins. He catches it. And he's just kind of rubbing it for a moment. This coin. And he puts it back in his pocket. Okay. Yeah, nobody will touch this coin. I'll see to that.
That's not okay.
Speaking of coin, he opens the chest like someone opening a briefcase full of millions. And as he opens the chest, you see there is 150 platinum pieces.
Oh fuck!
Whoa.
I'm so...
As partial owner of the Sun Glider, from Carnivorous and myself, captain of the Sun Glider, this is for you.
Guys, did we just make 2,000 gold?
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
1,500 gold pieces. Yep.
Plus the 500 from the body.
Oh, plus the 500.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Consider this a small token. Lives specifically portion. His life is, well, immeasurable. But the business that is the Sun Glider, you've saved more than I can count. So, please, take it.
Again, if no one else goes forward to
I-
grab it, say
I
if
will
you
reach for the bag.
Damn it, I wanted to hold it.
Cassius will approach the desk and take the bag, and as he holds it tight before stepping back from the desk, he'll just say, "Appreciated. And for what it's worth, do be careful if you intend on entering in this long-term business arrangement with Carnivorous. Do not forget that the dead aboard this ship died for his recklessness. I would hate to see the same befall you."
He smiles a bit. Those are wise words, Carnivorous. Cassius, sorry. Carnivorous is on my brain. He just gave me half of everything. Okay. I think, since I am only but one man, that I can hire more. I can... What's the word when you have many things to do and you give it off to other people to do it for you?
Delegation.
Delegation.
I shall delegate. Well, you all have another day in the sky, unfortunately. The engineer, she works quick. She'll make light work of that engine. As soon as we are moving, I will let you all know, but until then, please. I am at your service. I want to make sure that you can be as comfortable as possible. There's plenty of food and drink and fresh air.
Thank you, Captain.
He nods. Now, if you'd please excuse me. And he stands up and takes another really big swig of his champagne, his wine.
That's open? Never mind.
As you guys
Cassius-
leave, he'll close the door behind you.
As we leave, Cassius will just... Actually, as we leave, I imagine I can see kind of like across the hall, I can see Ysern through that door.
You can, yeah. Ysern, what are you doing in
Okay.
that room?
Oh,
What's the dog doing?
well, I was helping with the
Oh,
bodies, and then while they were talking, I was gonna do a little prayer ski over the gnome boy, or the halfling, because the rites of the Dragonborn, we know about that, but
yeah. Okay. So you go down the hallway and you'll hear the weeping sounds that is Lord Cedric, and you knock on the door, and Katarina opens the door for you and steps out and just kind of shakes her head. The creature's dead, but it did its damage. Thank you for killing it. Made my life, my job easy.
I just shined a light on it. I didn't actually kill it.
The strange bedfellows did. I had been tracking it for a long time.
We're a team.
You're
That's
a
how we
great
go.
team. One of the best teams.
Thank you.
I would like to have a drink with you.
Then, oh,
Later, of course. And
okay. Yeah, I've got thing to do, so
you can tell she's got a little bit of a pep in her step. Her and Queen Bee are safe, and also her job's done. So she goes into the dining room. There, you're going to hear Sindel and Ibrius are kind of getting caught up on what they miss and what was happening. They ask where the body is. And then you step into the room, and as you step into the room, you'll see Lord Cedric is currently kneeling down with his hands on the bed, and he's currently just cleaning her hair, and he's just trying to make her comfortable. He fixes her pillow, and he just says, "I'm so sorry for this. I didn't know that would happen. but you were so brave. You were the bravest of all of us. And then he sees you and he kind of like, oh, sorry. And he cleans his eyes off and he kind of stands up. She's resting now. She's going to rest here until we arrive to Tilboya.
If it's all right, I'd like to bless the remains and do some ceremony.
Here? In the sky?
Closer to Estraya.
He looks at you to make sure you're being serious. Anything you could
Make
do.
a persuasion check.
No, if you're being serious, you don't have to.
Okay.
Anything to make her more comfortable, please. Her name is Summer. Summer Nelson.
She's probably the most comfortable she's ever. Her fight is over.
She wasn't supposed to be fighting. She was my accountant. She was my taste tester. She was everything to me. The best.
Remember it that way.
And then what are you performing? What are you doing exactly? Is this an ability that you have?
He's performing the entirety of Les Miserables.
You're reading a book to her.
Oh, I want to be what's his name? The evil policeman.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because I may be wrong, but I believe what I'm understanding is your intent is not to like cast anything or use an ability. It's just to do like a general like funerary rites.
Okay. That
Well,
works.
don't take that as fact. That's my interpretation. I don't know if that's his actual intent.
Oh, I assume gentle repose.
I don't have
Or ceremony.
I don't have that either. What we're gonna do here?
Should have.
You
that.
have.
You might not have it prepared though.
No, I
he's
don't.
Just probably
Okay.
just not prepared.
No, it's not prepared.
You can ritual.
You didn't know
cast
anyone was going to
ceremony,
die
though.
tonight?
I can even if I don't have it prepared.
Yep.
Oh,
It's a
I gotta
ritual.
look
No,
something
no,
up
no,
real
no. I
quick.
don't believe so. That's very specifically wizard can cast ritual spells even if they're not prepared because they have them in the book.
Let me
Okay.
have this.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. So, you're about to do your cleric work, and you
Yeah.
call on Estrella, and he is going to sit back in a chair on the opposite end of the room, watching as you perform this. And what does it look like? How do you perform it?
He's going to take his. He's gonna have his cigar lit, you know, like he always does, and he's gonna take out a little bit of incense, and the way he's gonna put it to the tip of the cigar and light it by doing the thing. He's gonna place it gently down, and then he's gonna get on his knees. He's gonna pull out his shield that has the moon on it, the symbol of Estraya.
Yeah.
He's going to place that in a spot where he can see it, maybe even over the body, depending on what's going on. Prestidigitate, clean the blood, make it look nice, cross the arms over the chest. That whole thing, close the eyes if they're like, you
Yeah.
know, really just
You glue the
calm
mouth
that
shut. Yeah.
down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll do some. Can I do a visual thing with thaumaturgy?
Change
yeah,
color
I
of the
can
lights.
Flames, flicker, change color.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have them be like. It's gonna get a little dark.
Like a dark
And-
purple.
Yeah, I can have like 3 different effects going or something. So I'm gonna have them be like a dark purple, and then I'm gonna make like a. Like, have you ever seen footage of space where it's just like that hum?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be
Okay.
a weird atmospheric
I like it.
sound.
I like it.
And that's his zen. That's where he's gonna be. He's gonna
Okay.
start doing his prayers. And he's gonna repeat his little prayer he does, which is in Celestial, Sit unus tum et stellae. He's gonna repeat that a lot.
Okay. After a
know if I told you
while,
that.
you'll see that he's got tears just flowing down his face, and he's gonna look and say, "Thank you."
Ysern will also have little tears coming down.
Okay.
Like, it's always a pleasure.
I don't have much coin, but do you get paid for your services?
This one's on me. And Ysern's gonna give him 2 gold.
No. I will pay you. Listen, when you land in Tilboya, find the Voss family. We
No.
will
If I
do
accept
everything we
payment
can.
for this, it's not the same. The meaning will be taken away from.
Very well. The Voss family thanks you. And he gives a bow.
You're welcome. And he drops the 2 gold on the floor and walks out.
As you walk out, you'll hear him whisper, "Some of you look as beautiful as ever. Rest now. I will be back to check on you." And closes the door behind him and starts to scoot back into the dining hall. Meanwhile, the rest of you, is there anything else you're going to do? Because basically what's going to happen is it's going to be a very somber 24 hours. You're going to hear the engineer is going to be working on the engine, trying to get it done as quickly as possible. What are you doing during this downtime?
Well, immediately following leaving the office, I'm kind of gesturing for everybody to follow me, and I'm going to my room.
Oh,
Okay.
Community hub.
wow.
I'm never gonna have my own room. It's like being the youngest child again.
Is this a carpet? What is this blue thing?
There's
I
pillow
made a
fort.
moon.
Oh, it's the moon.
I made a
Crappy moon.
I
It's a
made a
cra-
moon.
Nice. You're doing arts and crafts in here for 24 hours. That's
Yeah.
good.
He's sitting there with a box cutter and an old Amazon package, and he's
Okay. So,
Um,
you all go into the room, close the door behind you.
Yes, Cassius will make a point of closing the door.
Okay.
Well, that was fun. How are we all feeling?
Not great.
That was stupid as hell. What are you talking about? Fun.
It's called being facetious, darling.
Oh,
wait.
I
I've
did
seen
find
so much.
this. Sorry.
Hmm?
We were both talking at the same time. I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's all right. Go ahead.
I did find this off the body, and she tosses it on the table. I think there's about 500 worth of gems in there.
Fantastic. So Tilboya can include a shopping spree, as Cassius is going to be doling out. That's what? Wait, it was 100. Wait, how much platinum was it?
150 platinum
150
pieces.
platinum.
150 platinum. So 30
What the
platinum.
fuck?
Begins doling out 30 platinum each.
So it's 10 to 1.
Yeah, so 300 gold each.
So it's 1,500 gold.
So 30.
Eastern's like, what happened? What did I miss? What the hell?
The captain was very thankful for our assistance.
We got paid.
1500
1,500
100 gold worth of gems to everybody.
Monk, are you fine if we just note 100 gold, or do we have to note the gems and then go and sell them and have do a whole task? About it?
So if you have spells that require a specific quality of gem, you have 500 gold worth of gems, including diamonds. Or you can sell them and just say, hey, I sell them and I have now the gold pieces, but you will not have the gems.
I'm just gonna take 100 gold.
Okay. But yes,
You take the W.
because Evelyn would offer to the spellcasters if they need more gems for casting. She has
Always-
plenty of coin, so.
Diamonds, revivify. Always good to have a backup plan. Just saying.
Same. If anyone wants gems, you can take my 100 too.
I can't cast this.
So you already have one revivified diamond, right, Xanathy?
No, I don't have any revivify diamonds.
I bought you one.
You bought me
We
one?
we bought
Yeah,
you one.
the whole ring.
That was the
there
whole,
was a
that
whole
where the ring
thing.
came from. We bought you one.
I'm.
The squire is crying.
In your
There was-
defense, in your
there-
defense, Xanathy, it could have been a night that you weren't here.
Revivify.
No, no, no,
No,
no,
she
no,
was
no,
here.
no,
Okay,
no, no.
sorry, I
was
tried. I
It wasn't
tried.
back and forth.
100%.
For offense, you
Take
have
the-
a diamond. Write it
Well,
down.
in my defense, I associated the diamond with the ring, and then the ring got taken from me, so therefore the diamond.
Except the
No,
whole,
no,
the
no,
whole
no, no.
bargaining was that the diamond was separate from the ring.
I know,
Yeah,
I was
and
just
then he
being- shut
inlaid
up.
it with
I was
emerald.
just being shut up.
So, we could just split
You
the-
did
we
take
could
the ring back though,
Um,
so Cassius, you
yeah.
have it. You could give it back to her.
We
I
could
don't.
split
The ring
gold.
does not have the diamond.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
The diamond
Xanadu
is
has
separate.
the diamond.
I
You have the diamond,
we can
One
split them,
hundred
it's fine.
percent.
We
and
can
it
split
sounds
them.
like between because it's a 300 gold piece diamond, right?
Yes.
I knew that was it. Yeah.
So that means then between your Vordoon and Evelyn's gems, you could note a second one if y'all wanted to
Really?
do that.
Yeah.
Unless you guys want your monies, then that's fine too.
Like I said, I'm
Because
fine.
we have one backup.
Nope. You can go ahead and note mine for another.
So you have 2 revivifies.
2 revivify diamonds.
You've
What you
done a
got
lot,
your hand up
Xanadu,
for?
and with how much you've been injured recently, I think it's only fair.
Me? Injured?
Yeah, that doppelganger kind of went after you a few times.
That's not the norm.
You also got
alright.
possessed by a ghost.
I just didn't have Beanie Baby in those situations. It's fine.
Yasern, your hand was up.
Yeah, I've got funny thing, and he's gonna reach underneath the bed, and he's gonna pull out the staff with the blue gem and the shield with the lion on it that he stole from that other dude's bed. He's like,
Oh,
we also have these. I think they're the counts. We never had
What?
them.
What?
Do not tell anybody about them. That guy owes me. So
I mean, does he since you took his stuff?
Well, now
he
I-
did. owe
he
me.
didn't. Yasern didn't take anything.
He had poison. Identical poison to the one that was gonna kill Cardin.
Yeah, it's a little concerning
So-
that does he still have that, or did you take that?
I have that. That's on me. Yeah, I've got that here.
Just pulls, whips it out.
Check that out. Pretty cool, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So now we have 2 doses of
We sure do.
Deadly poison, yes.
what was it?
Anybody want
Wraith
deadly poison?
something? It was something. It had a very ominous name.
I don't remember the name of it.
Anybody want to play funny stabs?
Nice.
Cassius.
Played
No.
enough of that.
Poison.
Gee,
Oh,
Oh,
I
as in, do I want it?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, absolutely, I do. Thank you
There
very
you
much.
go, buddy.
Well, I
One
don't remember what it was
necromancy
called. Just that if you die while being poisoned by it, you will instantly turn into a specter.
I think it was wraith poison. That sounds cool.
Does sound dope.
Somebody wrote it down.
I like it. Wraith poison.
I wrote
It's
necromancy
canon.
poison.
I'm gonna go around and check out everyone. How's everyone's health looking?
I'm fine.
You guys will be getting a long rest, so don't worry about health. In the moment, you can heal them up.
How's everyone's
Thank you,
health looking
Estrella.
just in case?
Just in case someone
Well-
starts a fight.
Some of us do have less than half of their health.
That to me, when Vordoon asks that, it's because he's planning on starting one.
Ooh, I like that
Wait,
plan.
wait, wait.
Wait.
What?
Wait.
Let's start.
How much health are you
right.
missing, Sanity? Let's not talk about that.
What if we were to
am-
first just call this conversation a short rest and see how we're doing at the end of it?
Touche.
Oh, I do.
Thoughts, DM? Thoughts?
DM, is that all right?
Yeah, that's okay.
Cool.
That is okay.
Good.
And while we're on this short rest, can we use
Oh.
that time to identify those 2 cool items that our friend Yasern found with no moral gray area or obligation?
Sure. Who has identify?
Well, it's just the short rest, the rule about like if you spend a short rest with an item, you can like identify it, and like it's like you get to learn about the item, but like if it's cursed, you might decide to not tell us or like that kind of thing.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
want to whiff about it.
How about
It has to
this?
be the full description.
How about we get our first roll of the night? Will someone roll Arcana?
Okay, I'm gonna be that guy real quick before
Guidance.
anybody rolls Arcana and just say that that's an actual rule in the game that says you can just spend a short rest with an item and figure out what it does.
Even if you, then why have the identify spell?
So you can do it in 1 minute instead of over the course of a full short rest, and also identify would in theory also tell you about like curses and like
Mm.
other hinky bits about it. Because otherwise it's you have a character with identify or you never know what any magic item does.
Okay. Okay. I like it. So, you're not going to know the name of the shield, which means you probably get to just name it yourself. But
Yay!
it is a shield with an intricate. I cannot talk tonight, guys, and I'm sober.
Okay.
I took a nap.
Into crit. It sure is an
Intricately, it's an auto crit crafted shield. It has a roaring lion's head. When you wield it, the lion's eyes glow faintly, and the roar can be heard faintly when in the midst of combat. It's just always growling when you're fighting with it. You get a plus to your AC while holding the shield. It's got some cool abilities. One is like a dragon breath weapon. It's called the Roar of the Lion. It recharges on a 5 or a 6. As an action, you can use the shield to let out a terrifying roar in a 15-foot cone. Each creature in the cone must succeed on a DC 14 Wisdom save or become frightened of you for 1 minute. A frightened creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. If they do succeed, they are immune to your fright from the shield for 24 hours. Lion's Courage. While attuned to the shield, you have advantage on saving throws against being frightened. Lion's Resolve. Once per long rest, sorry. When you are reduced to 0 hit points but not killed outright, you can drop to 1 hit point instead. When this happens, the lion head glows and you gain temporary hit points equal to your level plus your constitution modifier. Minimum of 1. That's what you know so far.
Pretty dang good.
That's pretty gas. That's pretty gas. That's kind of crazy.
That's nutty, actually.
Who is looking at the staff? Same. You're still. The whole group is
I'll do
looking
it.
at it, passing it around.
This is probably one of the people that would use a staff.
Who would use the staff?
Oh, I could. No, I use it.
That'd be
Delaney.
Yasern or Xanaphi.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
you look at it.
Okay.
Okay.
So, it's a wooden staff that has energy crackling off of it. There is a blue gem that it looks like it's been like the staff grew around it. When you wield it, it starts to crackle with elemental energy. You see that the surface starts to light up with different symbols representing the 4 elements, just like in that one movie. Now, you can use this as a spellcasting focus, and then you get elemental mastery. When casting a spell that deals fire, cold, lightning, or acid damage, the wielder can change the type of damage to one of these 4 types. So you can change what element you're using. Elemental Pulse. Once per day, the wielder can channel the staff's elemental energy to cast Chromatic Orb at 3rd level without expending a spell slot. The caster chooses the damage type, fire, cold, lightning, or acid. And then it has Elemental Ward. One time per day, the wielder can absorb elements as a reaction without expending a spell slot. All right. The staff shifts in color and temperature depending on the element it's currently attuned to. Attuned spellcasters feel a faint tug in their elemental connection as if the staff is subtly guiding them. You also don't know the name of the staff.
Anybody
mean-
use elemental spells?
I don't use a lot of elemental spells.
Stick? You want a stick? Here's a
I
stick.
don't
do like
use
pretty
magic.
stick.
You could sell it. Or you could give it back to its rightful owner. I don't know.
Absolutely not an option.
Or you could look at your spell list and see all the elemental spells that are on there.
Or I could say I don't want to use those elemental spell lists because I want to be able to heal people.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Druids only get 1 spell every day. I forgot.
I
about
forgot.
That. That's my bad. Yeah.
Also, druids can ritual cast, dummy. Not
Yeah?
just wizards. You said only wizards could.
No, I said only wizards can ritual cast without having the spell prepared.
Druids can do that too, and bards and clerics.
No, they can all ritual cast, but they have to have the spell prepared to ritual cast it.
No, I don't think so. You don't D&D that much. You know?
Anyway,
Yeah, only
children.
very
Children.
infrequently, yeah.
I guess I'll take it. I do have Thunder Wave prepared.
Well, now it could be
Thunder.
Fire Wave.
Ooh, that's cool.
That's kind of scary.
Or Water Wave.
Cold
Fifth element.
wave.
Grab people.
Or it could be a
Light
Wind Wave.
Wind wave.
Or a wave.
Ooh, a wave.
A People Wave.
Gross. That's just at like, you know.
Yeah, that's what.
concerts and
Yeah.
stuff.
Do you think we could pull it off if Leon starts it? If we go all the way around,
Wait,
maybe.
who go? Where
What are we doing?
it'd be Leon, Monk, Wardoon, Derp, Sleepy, Hikaru.
Oh, you want to go back? Okay.
We got to go around.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, we
I don't
probably
know
would.
what we're
Right.
doing.
We wouldn't.
Oh,
We
do
have
it.
to
yeah,
grab one.
that's
It's fine. We'll
We're
do the
gonna
wave. We'll do a wave another
Oh,
time.
yeah. Okay. Is
Okay,
everybody
you
ready?
guys ready? Yeah.
Wait, I have to watch. I have to watch you, sir. Okay.
I gotta watch.
Okay.
Please be.
You ready? We're gonna get it on the first try. First try.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa! Guys,
You
it's,
didn't
Did we
try
do
at
it?
all.
it's like we're at the table. It's like we're at the
Pretty
table.
good. We're
Listen,
doing pretty good.
Did we do it?
He's like, you get one hand.
He's like, hi.
Yeah, I think so. It was ugly, but we
I
did
was
it.
trying to do one hand and then the other, but it was going
Okay,
slower
this
than I
is how
thought.
we should be doing in this line.
Okay. I guess I'll just sit up here
Oh, you
on,
gotta
on
change your
top.
board.
Just, you guys do it by yourselves. That's fine. Go ahead. Can we play the
Okay.
game? Can we go back to the game, please?
No,
Yeah.
you started this.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to do it without Monk. I want.
Oh,
Yeah, let's not exclude Monk.
I do have a gripe. I have one complaint before we move on.
Papa.
If you get a full hat trick, Monk, and end up 3 times in a row introducing a lion themed item that is very clearly for a character that is not mine, I think I'm gonna shit myself live. Like I think I'm gonna get so angry I'm gonna lose all continence. I think you know.
So maybe a
Kind of
a
make it
lion
cool.
ring or a lion necklace, something
How about-
like.
How about
Listen.
we make the shield a wolf instead. because
Yeah.
that is that.
No, it's fun.
It's-
No, because
it's
I
personal.
don't want him to get out of this because
I just wanna
I
say-
know what's going on. I know it was intentional, and
It
I
wasn't
look
intentional.
forward-
Feels
He
attacked.
did tell me
Listen,
he hates you.
I
What kind of
look
shield would a
forward-
tabaxi wield? A lion shield.
And I'm
Or-
just saying that
like-
I look forward to, you know,
I mean-
a few months from now when like for some reason Evelyn gets like a lion themed brewing kit. Like
What is a Lion King brewing kit? Because
lion
I'm gonna.
themed brewing kit. Lion King brewing kit?
Yeah, what is that?
Branded and sponsored by
Yeah.
the Lion King.
It's in the shape of Pride Rock and everything.
This episode
It-
brought to you by
It
Mufasa.
literally opens up like that old like '90s toy that was literally Pride Rock, and that's how it opens. And
Yeah.
it's got all of the brewing kits. in
Love
there.
it.
Brew and the poison.
Okay, so what else are you guys doing for the next 24?
Oh,
I gotta choose new spells.
Evelyn is gonna go get some air.
Okay.
Airvelin.
Evelyn, yeah,
Airballoon.
sure.
It's pretty
Look
good,
at
actually.
Leon. Leon's freaking.
I liked it a
You
lot.
broke Leon.
Dad joke. Dad joke for the dad. Yay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I love this.
Evelyn,
God.
you're gonna go to the deck, and you're gonna see that Captain Yenye and some of the crew are currently working on deck. They're all very much bundled up, as you guys are 3,000 feet up in the air. And
I am also bundled up, so
okay, he's gonna wink and look down at you, Lady Evelyn. What brings you topside?
just getting some air, and I didn't get to see us depart, so I thought I'd just look around for a little bit.
Yeah, well, great. Make yourself comfortable since we're not really going anywhere. Yeah, you can feel free to walk the deck as much as you please, or you can even come up here. I'm happy to show you the view. And it's currently probably 2 p.m. on this day, and he is going to say to you, good news is, engineer has made quite some progress on the engine. We should be ready to kick off by sunset if all goes well. Just a few more hours.
Good. The
So,
sooner we can get to Tilboya, the better.
the sooner the better, I say. Business is going to be booming. Speaking of business, tell me about yourself. Where does Evelyn hail from?
I forget the name of it again. Why do you do this to me every time?
Are you asking where you're from?
I know where Evelyn knows where I'm from.
Yeah, you're from the
He has
Elmcroft
forgotten.
Waters.
Thank you.
The Elmcroft Waters. The Elmcroft Waters, you say? You know,
Yes.
if I did a 180, we could probably get there at least within 3-10 day. I'm just saying.
As much as I appreciate that, I have business in Tilboya.
Business is good. I think
Yeah.
business is going to be good for me too. I've only been a pilot of a ship, but I've never owned one. If things go well with Carnivorous, the Sun Glider might be my first ship. Captain and owner.
Well, let's just hope none of the Kara folk still want to murder.
Yeah, I should probably change the name.
That's probably a good idea.
I was thinking Alaska Airways. Meant to fly in the cold north.
Horrible.
Okay.
What the fuck is it, Alaska?
It's either
I
that
don't
or
know, but Alaska.
Holly Noah. It's either that or spit. I don't.
Shut
That was mean.
That's good, and you know it.
It was pretty good actually.
I didn't press that button, just so you know.
Then it was Leon.
Well, not really much to do up here.
No, I was just clearing my head.
Okay, I'm gonna get back to work then.
Okay.
So sorry. Just that little laugh was so funny to me. We're fine.
Yeah. So you spend as much time up there as you want before your ears start getting a little bit too chilly, but you are somewhere between Tilboya and you're in the Lockhorn, basically. And you imagine that the Goldfleck River is fresh this time of year. You can spend as much time up there as you want before you get there. The rest of you?
Is there a time of year where the river is not fresh?
Yeah, it's when they dump sewage in the river.
Yeah, that's dumping season. It's the worst.
The big dump, if you will.
Yeah. There's a whole festival based off of dumping.
Oh, it's in my nose. It's all over.
They have
You
trash
do
bag
not
throwing.
want to hear that on the day of the big dump.
Oh no.
You just missed it, guys. It was like the other day. You were too busy.
Gross.
You missed the dump.
That's
Pity.
gross.
It was big.
Yeah.
I like
And
Starscourge.
it was big. And it
Dumping season is always the fourth 10 day in the third month of spring.
Yeah.
DM, are there little pieces of coal in the engine room? Or little rocks somewhere?
Yeah. You can find those in the engine room.
I just want to throw them off the
You also
side
have a
the
bag
ship.
of rocks you could use.
Oh, I have a bag of rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Signature.
I just kind of want to throw them off. You know,
Well, they're
sleeping
like
rocks
diamonds
water.
and like rubies.
I don't want to throw those off.
You can throw as
I'm
many of those
doing-
off as you want.
No, I don't.
Material things are nothing to me.
So you go up on deck and you're just grabbing some coal pieces and you're just tossing them over the edge.
Yeah.
Do you spit over the edge?
No, it's
Okay.
gross.
I would do that if I were in
Yeah.
this game. Captain Uni says you should spit.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it's not dumping season. So you toss a rock or a piece of coal and it falls, and then eventually it's so small that you can't track it. It's gone forever somewhere below.
Poor bird was flying by and
Poor
just
bird.
decimated.
Not my problem.
Not my problem. Not my chair, not my problem.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do?
I would like to go find Evelyn at some one point.
Okay. You find her on the deck. You see Xanaphi on the opposite side of the deck throwing like coal and pieces of trash just over the edge, whatever she found. Nuts and bolts.
Just look around and then things have gotten a little crazy, Evelyn.
Oh, hi. Yeah, that's an understatement of a lifetime. For sure.
How are you doing?
Well, still processing everything that happened in there, for sure. But also processing the last few days. I've come into contact with more Fae than I have in the majority of my life. And, you know, I used to be so excited hearing the stories that my parents told of being adventurers, wanting to be an adventurer myself, and going out seeing the world. And boy, howdy, was I not prepared. in the slightest.
You'll see Verdun get a very distant look in his face. Be like, little prepares you for the realities of the world.
I thought I had a little bit more experience than most. Friends are hunters, and my mom's a bard, and told stories of killing vampires and werewolves and any type of monstrous creature.
And is your goal changed now, or is this still your goal?
My goal has not changed. My focus is the same. I need to find that contact. If we're getting so close to the time that I'm supposed to meet him, if I miss him, I may never find my brother. And that scares me more than anything.
When are you supposed to meet him again?
The end of the month. We've been here way longer than I was expecting. Softpaw said it would be an easy trip, just to bring them there and come back. It's fine. We'll make it there. We're on an airship. It's going to be a lot faster than going by boat anyway.
Little goes to plan. But I can promise you this. Even if you do miss the contact, and even if we do, I'll help you find your brother.
Thank you. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have made it this far without you. Well, that hurricane didn't help the situation. Or pirates.
Pirates were just fun.
Yeah. See, that was the type of adventuring I was figuring was going to happen, and it was fun. Getting your soul ripped out was not.
No,
And you see her kind of look distant, and she is rubbing her chest.
that was not part of the plan.
For a moment, when you're both standing out and she's looking out at the horizon, she just, kind of out of place for the conversation, she just comments, "Do you think it feels like this to fly? I mean, obviously the ship is flying, but just to be able to fly is having the ability. Do you think it's the same? Do you think it feels different?"
Verdun will look at you, kind of tilt his head, and then it feels better. Maybe you'll find out one day.
Oh. And would be able to tell me better. It's starting to get cold. I think I'm gonna head back in and get myself something to drink.
I'll join you shortly.
Okay. She'll head inside.
Okay. Captain Yenya gives you another wink as you go downstairs. You go downstairs and you hear the engine grinding on the opposite end of the hallway, and then you see it start to kick on, and the whole ship kind of rocks a little bit. You can hear the propellers begin to spin. You hear cheering just go across everyone that's in the dining room. All of you kind of feel a jolt as you could tell the ship's starting to move. Xanaphi are in your room. I got your message on what you're working on. Anything else you all would like to do?
Is there any point that someone is not on top of the deck? On top deck?
Now that the propellers are slowly starting to get back into gear, no, there's always deckhands, about 6 of them, that are climbing chains and tying things down, that are cleaning, that are working on the propellers, making sure everything's smooth. And then Captain Yenye will go up, and now that we're back, him and the navigator are going to be up there. So no, there's always someone up there.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go back to my room. Am I alone in the room?
No.
You find
Said you
Xanaphi.
asked it if he can leave.
No, you're fine. Once I see Xanaphi's in there, I'm gonna awkwardly close the door.
She's currently has a dagger out, and she's carving into a wolf skull.
And then I'll go into the cold room that no one knows what's in.
Okay. You go into the cold room, you see there's a corpse on the ground of this creature. And you see there's remnants of vines that have dried up and have fallen off the walls from a spell. You just see that there's a fight in here. The draft is coming in now that the ship's moving. You close the door, and there you are in the room.
Okay. I'm going to take off my breastplate and take off my shirt, as I'll take the 2 damage as my wings come out of my back.
Okay. As you kind of flex your arms in, and you just kind of grab onto your elbows, stretching and elongating your back, you're going to feel the tear, as you have many times now, as these skeletal wings unfurl and wrap around you like a cocoon before they open up.
I'll just kind of, for a moment, look at my wings. For the first time in a while, regretfully. If only I could take Evelyn to fly. And I'll be in there for a little bit, and then put my wings back away, and then go back out.
Okay. You put on your shirt, and it sticks from the blood. And then you put your armor back on. And then you come out to meet with everyone else. Eventually, the captain will call out to everyone. We'll be there by sunset. 6 hours. And you guys should be fully healed. You should have all of your spell slots for the day. You will arrive until Boya by the evening. As you are flying, the captain will call you all up to the deck. You're going to want to see this, because there's only one view of Tilboya, and you'll never see anything like it again unless you come back for another trip. And the first thing that you're going to see as you come up onto the deck is you're going to see that there are birds flying around. You're going to hear distant waves crashing, and you are going to smell salt in the air. Evelyn, your hair gets lifted up and off your shoulders as you get a waft of heat. You've been stuck in the cold for so long that you've just been kind of chilled to the bone. But where this city is, you can tell it's a mix of the colder north from above and the warm from the desert below. You see the seagulls are hovering beside the ship, looking down to see if there's any scraps of food. And growing up on an island, you just get this overwhelming sense of peace that comes with it. And you look down and you see off in the distance the ocean. You see that there are bits of floating ice from the north. You see that there are at least a dozen ships that are both porting and leaving. You see there's smoke coming up from some chimneys down below. And you could see that Tilboya is a city that on one side is covered in what looks to be natural forest within the city walls. And then on the other side, you see it's been industrialized. You see that there's hardly any grass or trees or flowers or hedges. You just see there's paved and cobblestone roads. And with that smell that you grew up with and that feeling of familiarity, what does Evelyn think to herself?
So the smell just brings back the thought of home at first. And then it cements the realization that, okay, I'm back. I just gotta finish this job. And then it's to the docks.
Okay. Now, for you, Vordoon. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Is Sleepy, if that's you,
What?
don't what me.
Sleepy,
No, I'm
uncool.
What the
Uncool.
fuck am I doing?
It's Sleepy.
What's
It
happening?
100
What am I doing?
sus. Who wrote
You know
that?
what you did.
You know what you did.
No, I don't.
Anyway,
Who wrote what?
What?
somebody wrote I hardly know her next to Flickr.
Yeah, that was not me. I was thinking about the beach.
Okay.
I wish I could go. It'd be pretty cool.
Okay.
Why did you immediately blame me?
You can write in with text. Oh, thought it was like painted on there.
Vordoon, you are looking at this city, and you've spent some time here. This is where you and Evelyn arrived from the south, and you know that your boss is here, but your boss could have been anyone. It just happened to be who you found work with. There's not any real emotional ties there or long bonds, but you know the butcher paid well. But seeing the city again, you start to think to yourself, your God brought you to meet people. You're here to put people on the right path. It couldn't have been a coincidence that you met Yasern and Xanaphi and Cassius, and you absolutely brought them here safely. And you carry a lot of that burden on the fact that they're here. But you also know that you came back with your hands full. With the druid, with the short temper, with the silvery-tongued bard paladin, and with Yasern, who probably is as stoic, if not slightly below your own stoicism. What do you think as you arrive at Tilboya?
My main thought, especially because, to clarify a little bit, is that I gotta figure out how to keep this group together. because they all have their own goals. But knowing what I know, I need them to stick together.
Okay. Cassius, you've had a terrible last few months. just the worst of the last couple of months. You were traveling from Wayside all the way up to Lochline, and you almost died out in the woods. You started with some prisoners who then became comrades. Then you fought against them. You took a couple arrows to the chest from Sindel. When you see this city that is known as Diamond Port to the locals because the way the water crashes against the waves and the ice that sometimes comes trickling down from the north, and also because of industry, you know that Tilboya is one of the most lucrative ports in all of the realm because it connects to so many other great countries and other great groups of people, including the Timberland elves. And as you make it here, you have those keys to the entire realm in your pocket. And you've rubbed elbows with some pretty powerful people. And you're sitting on a pretty big pile of coin. What are you thinking? What are your thoughts? What are Cassius's thoughts?
Cassius is reflecting on his behavior these past many months. Now, they have been very difficult. Not the most difficult he's experienced, but certainly the most difficult in some time. And he's beginning to draw a correlation that he's also been kinder than he's been these past few months. So perhaps, with the keys, as you said, the keys to the realm in his pocket, and a nice pile of coin, perhaps no more Mr. Nice Guy.
Okay. One of the first things that stands out to you, Xanafi, is that this city isn't like any other city you've ever seen. You can tell that the western side of this town is covered in forest. Like there's woven houses with purple and blue thatched roofs with bamboo shoots and gardens. You can see that there is a giant structure that looks like it's 6 buildings all entwined together within a tree. And then you see it standing in the middle of this city, wrapped around a hedge wall with elven towers protecting it. You see that there is a tree that's larger than any other tree you've ever seen in your entire life. This tree itself stands 15 stories tall. It's bigger than any building, any structure. As a matter of fact, from this viewpoint, you can see that there are roots that are reaching out into the town itself. And you see that there are people on the tree, in the tree, about the tree. The tree itself is a city within a city. What are your thoughts as you are arriving to the port city Tilboya?
I think the first thing is it makes her heart ache for home, and that home no longer exists, and that this looks like home, but it's not. And I think she reflects on all the time she's wasted hunting and crafting in the forest, and that she's forgotten why she is doing what she's doing. And this reminds her that she was not strong enough to save her home, and that there are people to pay for the damage they have done. So I think she is reflecting on what she must do and that she has lost sight on her goal. And it's time to get back to her goal.
Okay. Yasern, there is life here. There is structures that look like they could be cathedrals. You see the Western District being just so green, a stark comparison to the east side of town. You see all of the tiny ships that have so many people coming and going. You imagine that there's a lot to do in this city, but you also imagine that this is going to be crowded. There's peace here. There's ambition. What are you thinking? What is Yasern thinking as you arrive to Tilboya?
He's gonna, if he hadn't had his hood up, he's gonna slowly be pulling it up to hide his face. And then he's gonna be thinking to himself, like, this is a big city. He's gonna be looking for a district where there's possibly worship. Does it look like there's any sort of chapels or anything of that area?
Make a perception check up here. Way up here. A 25. Yes, you are going to see that there is a couple temple-like structures. You see one on the western side of town, which looks to be in the Silversong district. You see that there is one southeast or east of Elendor's Glade. This structure here that looks like it could absolutely be a temple. And then you see in the Eastgate district to the northeast. So this city is big enough, and you imagine there's elven background here as well, that there's at least 3 temples that you can spot.
Would I know visually what a temple to Astraea would look like, or would I know if elves predominantly worship?
Make a history check.
Oh boy.
Or a religion check, actually. All right, what's your religion? We'll keep the 12.
Oh,
But you get a +1.
I rolled a 6 on religion.
It's okay. So, you'll know that the Moon Elves have one entire town or city, a village, if you will, that is dedicated to your moon god, and it's called the Moonlit Cove. And there are elves there. So, yes, you imagine that if anyone people would know, it would be them.
I'm writing that down. Okay.
Okay. There's a Moonlit Cove.
Is that here? Did you
No,
say, or
not
was
here. But you
Okay.
imagine the Elven District is where you'd want to go.
And then Yasern will be thinking to himself, like, all right, we're going to go to the Elven District. That's what we're going to do. And then he's going to be like, oh, I was supposed to have drinks with that lady. Oh.
Yeah, you left her hanging, Katarina. That's fine.
Ooh. Awkward.
Okay. The ship starts to descend, and as it descends, you can tell that you are going to the south side of town, where you see there is a skyport. And the skyport has these tall towers that have these platforms on either side, and you can tell that ships can dock and anchor up here, and then you can walk the tower down maybe 30 or 40 feet to the surface. You're the only ship in town, and as you dock, and you can hear Captain Yenye yelling at the crew to stop the engine. You can hear him calling out to throw anchor and to tie off. And you will see Carnivorous is wearing brand new clothing. He's dressed in what looks to be minimalistic clothing, showing off a lot of his bare chest and arms and legs. He looks more primal than he's ever looked. And as he steps off the plank, you see that there is a gentleman waiting for him at the end of the plank. And this person looks to be a dwarf. And he's got a just 1,000-yard stare. He's got big, bushy brown eyebrows. And he's got a very square beard with 2 braids on either side and 2 very large round ears that are kind of just flat facing you, like 2 little tiny radar discs. And as you approach, wait for it. He's going to say,
I love him.
Oh, he's a good boy. Look at him go.
Oh my god.
Look at him.
He was a fever dream draw, Monk. Why would you use him?
ladies and gentlemen, always Sleepy 907. Thank her for our art. W's in chat for Sleepy.
Took about 17 and a half seconds. You're welcome.
These are my favorite. I need more of them. He's going to say...
The deadpan look is my favorite.
He looks so done.
He's going to say... Carnivorous. It is with great sorrow and condolences that you and I greet this day. Word has reached my mind prior to your arrival. I understand that your brother has fallen. I've begun ceremony arrangements in your stead. Please know that the Skyport and all of its comrades are here for you. Your brother meant a great deal to Tilboya and deserves the proper send-off to the dragons in the sky. And he sees the rest of you standing behind and says, my name is Thorn Blackwood, Tilboya's Sky Master. And Carnivorous is going to look at him. And they're going to give each other a hug. Carnivorous is going to bend down. And he's going to pat him on the back. It's good to see you, Blackwood. It's good to see you. And thank you. People. As he leads you all down the plank, Blackwood gives each one of you a bow.
Well, any friend of Carnivorous's is an acquaintance of mine. What are there?
He gives you a firm handshake. And that is where we are going to take our break. As you all have arrived to the great city of Tilboya, the Diamond Port on the Eastern Seas.
W's.
W's indeed. All right. Good first half, everybody. I think you handled death and sadness pretty well. I thought it was pretty good.
It caused more death.
Yeah, I mean, why not? You have a whole city now. We're going to take a break, but the show does not. We keep going, and the wonderful Soren Angel is going to be hosting our halftime show. It's called the Fireweed Inn and Tavern. So, players take 15. Everyone else, please stick around as we hand this off to Soren to do her thing. Thanks, everybody. Be right back.
Alright, hello everyone. We want to welcome you all back to the Fireweed Inn and Tavern. I'm your host, Soren Angel, as you know, and this is our show within a show, and we appreciate you all joining us. So today we will be conducting an interview with one of our new cast members, but before we do, we'd like to give a shout out to some of the very talented artists and meme makers in our community. So, as you may have already noticed, we have some beautiful artwork hanging in our tavern, courtesy of Puckwudgie, Abracazam, Mrs. Toxin, and LunaBear09. You will also notice a collection of legendary memes created by our amazing viewers like Icotheus, Boop the Raccoon, and our very own Minnie. So this season, we wanted to steer away from AI and instead commission some of the very talented creators in our community to bring our visions to life. You will notice our absolutely stunning character art for the main cast of this season is drawn by the amazing Abracazam. Our fantastic collection of emotes here on Twitch were created by LunaBear09, Abba, Puckwudgie, and Scoopidity. And this season's NPCs are drawn by our very own GM Monk and lead cast member Always Sleepy. Shout out to Always Sleepy. We always love seeing your characters. Your little man that popped up on screen. I love him. I adore him. I adore him so much. Never stop. Never stop. So these beautiful pieces of art created by our community really make Game Related feel like home. So send them in. Send them in. We love to see them. If you are an artist or legendary meme maker, we would love to see your creations. If you visit our Game Related Discord, you may post your artwork in the community art channel and your top tier memes in the Memes RS channel. For those not using Discord, you can totally share your artwork by tagging us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. For formatting purposes, landscape orientation is preferred but not required. And if you do share your fabulous art with us, it may be featured in a future episode of Game Related, hanging up right here in our tavern. So, this week we are continuing our Season 2 Cast and Crew interview series. And before we get started, a quick reminder to those hanging out with us for the halftime show, you are more than welcome to send in your own questions for our guest to answer using your channel points. But please, please, please be respectful and keep in mind that your question may be refunded if it goes against our community guidelines or if our guest does not feel comfortable answering your question. So, today we have the amazing Fortune with us. Welcome to the halftime show. How do you feel?
I feel pretty good.
Pretty good, pretty good, pretty amazing. I'm gonna pause you just a second before we hop into this interview. I do have to shout out Jelly Ghost and Cambit. Thank you guys for the double raid. I appreciate you guys so much. I don't know what we're at now. Is it 7? Is it 8? I don't know how many times you guys have raided in here. Oh my goodness. Thank you for raiding, and we appreciate you, friends. We appreciate you so much. Thank you. Hi, Cambit. Hi, Indecisive Snail. Hello, Jelly Ghost. Oh my goodness. Thank you for raiding in. We love and appreciate you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Are you ready for these questions, Verdun? Are you ready?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. I promise we're going to start with a simple one. So, first question, what is your favorite food at the moment, right now? It doesn't have to be of all time, just right now, what is your favorite food?
Quesadilla.
Quesadilla?
So, yeah, have you ever had it?
I don't think so.
It is literally just like it's a Mexican taco essentially that's fried with like with beef and cheese, and then it comes with a side of consomme, so like this little soup you dip it in, and I've been kind of addicted to it lately.
That is so valid. I have had that, and it is fantastic. It is beyond like, it is so good. You dip that in the consomme and you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be in a food coma after this.
Yeah,
Amazing.
no, there's a place near where I live that we just found. It's like this little hole in the wall, like it was a house that was made into a restaurant, and they had the most amazing quesadilla I've had in a while.
Oh my gosh. Well, next time I'm there, I would love to eat there. I need some. I need some like right now. I'm gonna have to try to find some here because I have an addiction to food. Obviously, I think pretty much everyone does. Oh my gosh. Okay. Next up is a gaming question. I know this is pretty crazy. It's a gaming question for you. Pro game yourself. If you had to choose your top 3 games right now, what would they be?
So currently I just barely got back into World of Warcraft. So I've been going a little ham on that one lately.
Yeah, we love that.
Then Leo actually just invited me to a Minecraft server that I just started playing the past few days. So I've been into that too. And then the old classic favorite that I always seem to come back to is Skyrim. I've been replaying Skyrim yet for like the 9th time.
9th time. So valid for that.
going through and playing that, and dorky enough, his name is Verdun, and that I'm currently playing. So
What do you know? What do you know? You're consistent.
yeah, apparently.
Apparently. Oh, Ari, that's so sweet. Ari said she'll take me when I come over there. So
Awesome.
he's the cutest playing World of Warcraft. Aww. Aw, Ari. Ari thinks you're cute. What do you know?
Who would have guessed? Be
Who'da
awkward if
guessed?
you didn't, actually.
His characters are the best. Aw. You're gonna have to share your characters with the world, because if Ari thinks they're the best, then they're obviously the best.
Maybe I'll take some screenshots and send them.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yes. Your favorite D&D related questions. What was your very first D&D character? I'm sure the world wants to know.
My very first D&D character was a druid named Severance.
Oh.
And this was back in 3.5.
Oh,
And
wow.
I was an elf druid who actually, back in 3.5, Dragonborn wasn't a race. It was a template race, like a vampire or a werewolf, where you had to acquire it by being called by one of the dragon gods to become one. So you had to go collect scales and sit in an egg for a few days.
Oh my gosh.
And then I became a silver dragonborn. That character became one, and I also became it was crazy campaign that we ended up around level 50.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, 3.5 is kind of a crazy.
That's nuts. Goes up
D&D.
to level 50. That's crazy.
Well, it goes up to 20, but you can go past that, and it has whole
What?
rules for going beyond it, and it's crazy. Yeah.
Yo. Your character must have been insane.
Yeah, Monk, level 15. You're afraid to go to level 20. I just thought.
Was it a
my
20-year
character. Let me tell you, the last moment of Severance was I became such a powerful druid that the archdruid felt threatened by me. And so he called me to the circle. Yeah, so he called me to the circle of druids. And at this point in time, I had a 32 strength score on top of my crazy wisdom score.
A 32?
Yep. And he called me to the island, and my party set up in the castle that we had. They set up clairvoyance and clairaudience so they had a movie theater to watch this fight go down, because I had to go by myself. But they wanted to watch it. And so I went there, and the archdruid was like, there can only be one. There can't be two great druids. There can only be one, and you have to claim it. And you have to claim it by killing me, or I kill you.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so we went to go fight. I draw my scimitars, and he's like, no, we're going to fight with no weapons. And I'm like, okay. So I throw them in the ground, and then I go to roll, and I'm like, fine. I just punch him flat out in the face, and I roll the nat 20.
Oh my gosh.
And my DM just puts his head in his hands, and he goes, you punch through his face, out the back of his skull.
Oh my god.
Immediately. And then my party, upset that they set up this whole movie theater, the cleric cast Wish and undid it.
What? They undid it and brought
They
it back?
undid it. They reversed time back to the beginning of the fight so they could have a better fight, but then I rolled the second nat 20.
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding. I'm not even
A
joking. Well,
second
second
nat
nat 20,
20.
and then my DM's like, nope, that's fate. That's fate. He was
That's
meant
it.
to one-shot this guy.
He was meant for it.
And that was the end of that campaign, was that fight with
Oh my god.
and me becoming the archdruid.
Hell yeah, you claimed your destiny on that day. Oh my
So that was
god.
my first crazy D&D character, my first time ever playing D&D, and that was my introduction, was that character.
That's such a wild intro to D&D. First
There was so
character,
much more.
level 50, becomes the druid of all druids. What?
I had a bag of squirrels, of 100 squirrels. By the end of the campaign, I had 8 left, and most of them lost to my companions.
What? A bag of 100 squirrels?
Yes.
That's it. I kind of want to draw that out. Just a bag. Was it like a bag of holding, or was it?
it was a bag of holding that could have air circulate into it, so I could have animals stored in it.
I'm getting ideas. I'm getting ideas in my brain now. Oh my gosh. Oh, we did have a question come in from Minnie. Does your character Vordoon share any similarities with you? And if so, what?
So I think that goes along with the second question you had said to me. And where did the inspiration for Vordoon come from?
Yes.
Vordoon was a little bit made in a darker time of my life. More aggressive time of my life. Where I didn't have an outlet, really. But also, Vordoon is an homage to the second time I ever played a D&D character. And me and my friend played it. And he made a character who is an Oathbreaker, half-demon paladin named Var Ellen. And Vordoon is kind of an homage to that character.
Ooh, nice.
To his character. And then Vordoon's like darkness and aggression comes from that darker time in my life. But
But you know, we all have those like dark periods in our life, and like sometimes D&D is like a way to cope with that, you know?
D&D does heal, Monk.
D&D therapy. Which one do you choose?
D&D. It's so much more fun.
Oh my gosh. We had another question from Yanye. If you could spend the day with anyone, living or dead, who would you want to meet and what would you do? That's a good one, Yanye.
Living or dead?
Yeah, living or dead.
So not to go down the same route of D&D, but I think I would spend it with Matthew Mercer and playing a D&D campaign.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. That, or if anyone's seen the Adventure Zone with the McElroy brothers.
Oh yes.
Is another one.
I'm making my way through that right now. And I'll put it on when I've got like a long drive or I'm doing chores, and it's like literally my favorite.
They're hilarious. I die laughing every time I listen to them.
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh my gosh. Oh, I missed a thing from Ye. Sit in the egg like Lady Gaga? Is Lady Gaga a dragon? You know what, Ye, you might be onto something there. Lady Gaga is. Yeah. You know what?
Yep.
I think Lady Gaga is a dragon. Yeah, 100%.
She would be.
She would. Oh my gosh. Ooh, you've got a question that came in from Ari. Which character would you take out to dinner and mini golf? Romantic or friendly?
Okay.
So
who would I take out on a date there? And Derpstack, why is it your turn?
Why?
It's always
Oh
your
my
turn.
gosh, Derp.
Currently, probably the main person that he would take out is Evelyn.
Evelyn, right.
If he were to do that. No, you don't. Not many people know this. He doesn't think he would deserve that, but he would take her out.
Aw, it's so sweet. Oh, we're just getting questions left and right. We've got another one from Always Sleepy. Out of all of the members in our party, who do you think is most likely to die first?
Do you want me to answer that, Sleepy?
Ooh. And why is it your turn? And why is it your turn? Oh my. Derp Snack and Star, you guys have the same brain cell right now. Like, that is actually insane.
Honestly, it would be Xanaphi or me. It's kind of tied in my mind. So
kind of tied. Okay, you or Xanaphi?
We're both the more reckless of the party. We're both the more reckless and both the more aggressive, so we're going to build the more grudges.
Oh my gosh. You cannot kill what's already dead, says Mitty. Oh, Derp and I have one brain cell. We share. You know what, Star? I love that for you. Love that for you. It's not Sleepy. She always comes back, says Ari. You know what? You're right. That's true. She always comes back. Okay. Let's see. All right, we've got another question. This one leans a little bit outside of gaming and D&D and into some more fun and existential situations. So, if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Oh, well, this one is I would have teleportation, I think.
Teleportation. Fantastic.
Um, I always loved Nightcrawler as a kid, and like from the comics, and I thought it would always be cool to be able to just be anywhere I wanted to be
Yeah.
and not have to drive or travel. Just be like,
Mhm.
hey, I have all these dreams of going different places
Mhm.
and traveling the world and stuff, but I've never like found the money or time to do it really. And I'd love
Right.
just to be able to zap over there, teleport, spend a day in Athens, Greece, or
Right? Oh my gosh.
New Zealand, checking out the castles there and
Mhm.
stuff like that. So
You know how easy it would be to schedule like D&D meetups if everybody could teleport?
oh my god, yeah, it would
Like
happen all the
what?
time.
We would have like in-person D&D all the time with everybody. And how cool would that be? Like somebody make that happen. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Ve- Very much dead. Yeah, Gaff is dead. Yin yang. Sorry to let you know. But Gaff is dead. Ooh, this is good. This one came in from Faro. If you had one wish you could use to change any outcome in the campaign thus far, what would it be? That's a good one. Yeah, Sleepy, I agree with you. That's a good one, Faro. It's a good question.
That is a really good one. It's I got maybe two-ish here.
Okay.
One would be I had no idea the person I was working for murdered and destroyed Xanafi's whole life,
Yep.
and I probably wouldn't have done that if I had worked for him. If I had known he had wrecked Xanafi's life,
Yeah.
um,
Probably
at
not.
all. And then the other one was I'd probably save Carnivorous' brother.
There you go. Yep.
That one's probably more realistic.
First one's still good though. Like yikes. Yikes, bro. Oh gosh. The boss is not great.
Not quite. Everyone's got a terrible boss, right? Everyone's had a terrible boss in their life.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, he says that after a 10-hour drive to and from California, says Ari. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
my teleportation. Yeah.
Your teleportation, yeah. Oh my gosh, gaming related says Sleepy would still be late. Wow.
That's truth.
Yeah, I think that's probably accurate. Oh my gosh. We did have a fun question come in from Derp. If Fordoon was a sandwich, what would be on it? And I love this question.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. What a good one.
That would be a rare steak sandwich.
A rare steak. Okay.
Yeah, rare steak sandwich with jalapenos, lettuce, tomato, onion, and an onion sauce.
Ooh. Okay. See, now I'm just hungry. Now I want this sandwich. Dang it. Now I want tacos. I want sandwiches. We're talking about a lot of food right now. Fantastic.
With like a dark rye bread. I think that would be
Ooh.
good.
A dark rye bread. Oh my gosh. See, now everybody's going to be entering their sandwich era. Everybody's going to be like, all right, we need sandwiches now.
Now, yep.
You know
Now
what?
in halftime shows, you have to make sandwiches.
Can you actually? That's such a good idea. Can you imagine a different sandwich for every character? Like, what? Everybody has their drink, but what about a different sandwich?
Yep. There you go. You get a different
go.
sandwich for a drink
We're
and
cooking.
sandwich for everyone, and I can just see you munching on those sandwiches during
Yes.
halftime.
I'll give you a review on the sandwich. You know what I mean?
That's
Oh my gosh. Okay. Leon says, it's okay, Vordoon. One of my bosses ruined a friend's life too. Oh gosh.
Oh shit!
Oh shit. Okay.
Damn, way to make me
Um,
feel worse.
Thanks. Now, what if we all just complimented Sleepy and Vordoon for no reason other than the fact that they're our friends? Aw, Sai, that's so sweet. That is so sweet. Oh my gosh. Oh, we've got so many more questions. Okay.
Right, let's
Yinyi
go.
says, how do I find a soulmate? Wrong answers only.
How do you find a soulmate? Wrong answers only.
Yeah.
So there's a back alley behind probably your local bar,
Uh-huh.
and there's probably some people that hang out there.
There you go, Yinyi. There you go. Back alley behind a bar.
Sleepy
Sorry.
Craigslist. Yes,
It's Craigslist.
it's so bad.
Oh, Sleepy. No.
I feel like that's worse than the my back alley comment.
That is so much worse than the back alley. Consult the Necronomicon? Wow, derp. Whoa.
Oh,
That's how
that's a
you
good
met? Ari says that's how you met, in a back alley. That's wild.
one. Yep, that's exactly where we met. No.
Oh, speaking of Ari, what song does Vordoon sing in the shower? That's what she wants to know.
That's a hard one.
I know. It's a tough one.
It's wow. Why can't I think of it right now? Let the bodies hit the floor. What is it?
Oh, my brain is
damn it.
blinking.
Like I'm blanking. Oh my gosh.
Every time. Oh my gosh. Somebody in chat will have to.
It's just Bodies by Drowning Pool. Okay. Whew.
Okay, thank God. Thank you.
Thank you, Dirty
thank
Rollers.
you, Dirty Rollers, W. Thanks for helping us out. Oh my gosh. Leon, I mean, at least you know the Craigslist people want you around. What?
I mean, if you're really seeking for some quick love, I mean.
Oh, yikes. You get me, thank you. Sleepy, what?
Janae, no, don't do these. No.
No.
Come back.
Oh my gosh. I feel like you can find everyone's soulmate hidden within a CVS receipt. Those things are so long. You know what, Vero? You're so right. You're so right. You can definitely find love in there.
Damn.
Find love in a CVS receipt, everybody. So, we're gonna have to leave out the last question because we are a little short on time and we've got to start wrapping up here. If you do want to answer it, you could totally pop your answer for that one in chat and you could be like, hey, what's the scariest thing I've ever done? And then pop it in our Discord so that people will know your deepest, darkest fears. Or you don't have to. No worries.
Grasshoppers.
What?
Grasshoppers. I
Grasshopper.
fucking hate them.
Grasshoppers? Alright, there it is, everybody. Orduin's greatest fear is grasshoppers, just so you know. Don't use that maliciously. Oh my gosh. Sleepy, I'm gonna read this and then I'm gonna close up. How to find a soulmate, according to Sleepy, everybody. Step 1, purchase a rope, duct tape, and Benadryl. Step 2, find somebody on the sidewalk. Step 3, Step 4, profit. You know? Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh. Hopper, I hardly know her. Okay. For legal reasons, this is a joke. Guys. The scariest thing you've ever done is cliff jumping? You went cliff jumping off an 80-foot cliff?
Yep, and I've done it multiple times since.
Okay, that's
but
actually
one of the
wild.
first times I had a friend named Crazy Tim that took me cliff jumping off an 80-foot waterfall cliff.
W Crazy Tim for taking Vordoon cliff jumping off an 80-foot cliff. Amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm getting lost in the void, so I'm gonna not look at that for a minute so I can close out. Because you all are hilarious, okay? So probably start wrapping up the halftime show now. So huge thank you to Vordoon for joining us today. Thank you. We appreciate you having you on the show. So next week we will be continuing the Season 2 IRL Tavern episodes with a drink inspired by Leon's character Cassius, and then the following week we will be continuing our Season 2 cast and crew interview series. And before we officially start wrapping up the halftime show, I do want to remind you all to drink water, eat something, and stretch. Self-care is so important, and sometimes we forget, so please, please, please remember to take breaks, drink your water, eat some solid sustenance. We love and appreciate you all so much, and we want you to take care of yourselves. So, let's wrap up here. Thank you all for hanging out with us in the Fireweed Inn Tavern. We want to take a quick moment to recognize the follows, subs, raids, and biddies so far in Season 2, Episode 12 of Gaming Related. So, please forgive me if I mispronounce your name. I will try my very best to get them right. So first up, we have Minnie. Thank you for the 360 bits and the resub. Happy 1 year, by the way. Thank you. Sid, thank you for the 1,280 bits. Anon, thank you for the gifted. Goblin Tuesday, thank you for the raid. Grimbeard Adventures, thank you for the follow. Yenye, thank you for the resub. Holy Biscuits, 16 months. Thank you. That's crazy. We appreciate you. Tina, thank you for the sub. The Dirty Rollers RPG, thank you for the 30 bits. And Sunflower, thank you for the resub. We appreciate you guys so much. We love you guys. And those of you returning, welcome back. And to those of you new to Gaming Related, welcome. We are happy to have you all here. And before we direct your attention back to Monk and the lead cast, don't forget to check out our social media platforms on TikTok, YouTube, Discord, Twitter, and Instagram for clips, announcements, and other fun content. Right before we officially wrap up, I have a special announcement from our social media team here at Gaming Related. So we will be doing a sticker giveaway. That's right, you could win your very own Gaming Related stickers. The giveaway will be in a raffle style format. Over the next couple weeks, you will be given opportunities to earn tickets, which can be used to enter in the giveaway. The full details will be posted in our Discord and on our socials very soon with more ways to earn giveaway tickets. But for now, we can offer one entry for each person who shares a picture of their beloved familiar or pet with us for our official Gaming Related Familiars Instagram story. All we need is a picture of your wonderful pet or pets and what D&D class you think they would be. Entries can be made by sending your picture to Hetzel, Ari, Lightning Hikaru, or myself through Discord or Instagram. And again, the full details will be posted very soon in our Discord server and on our socials with more ways for you to earn giveaway tickets. So keep an eye out for that, everyone. Thank you all for joining us for Season 2, Episode 12 of the Fireweed Inn Tavern Show. We hope to see you all next Sunday at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the second half of Gaming Related.
Yo, I'm
Welcome
already
back, everyone. You're live.
Whoa.
What? What did I
Whoa.
miss?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You don't worry about it.
I'm not worried about it.
You might want to
I'm worried about it.
Good job,
No,
we're
never mind, I'm not
dude.
worried about him.
How did it feel to be in the hot seat?
It was fine. It was a little nerve-wracking first, but it was good. It was
Oh, you
just
did
more
so
fun.
good. The questions were hilarious.
They were good questions.
You're a steak sandwich? That's cool. I was gonna
Something
say
like that.
roast beef, but steak is better.
I do agree that we should do next part of the tavern have food themed
Yeah.
Yep.
characters.
Hear that, Soren?
Neon, I know you
Yeah,
want to
if
say
only-
stuff. I'm watching.
if-
My
Just
brain
if
has
only-
already made one for Evelyn.
This is if only somebody had been saying that for like a long time in the meetings and everything. That would have been cool if somebody had been doing that.
God, I wish they would have. I wish they
I know,
would have.
right?
What was that?
Why didn't
The
they?
old
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna be on the news.
Sprinkled some
I'm gonna be on the news.
I'm gonna be on the news. Soren, I'll DM you.
I hug you back, Sai. Big hug for you. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a good break. Okay, so where we last left off, you all... Damn, that's a loud-ass bird.
I know. I was about to say.
Neon,
Turn-
what are you doing?
I
Yeah,
cast.
they
Eldritch
requested it.
Blast.
It was requested of me.
Thank you for that.
He gives.
The birds?
He's got to show his hairstyle off with that small camera.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Wait, Leon, you want the whole screen? I can give you the whole screen.
Yeah, give him the
No,
whole
no,
screen.
no, no,
Pause.
no, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's
Okay.
fine, it's fine.
All right. Where we last left off, you were arriving to the port city of Tilboya, and the captain says to you all, "Enjoy your stay. I am going to be on the ship for a while conducting business, but if I hope to see you again, you can find me at the Fisherman's Feast. And he gives you all a nod. As you guys start to depart the ship, the dock master, the sky master, who goes by the name of Thorn Blackwood, is going to say, Carnivorous, we have as many men as you need to lift and bring your brother's body to wherever you need us to. And as per the way of the Dragonborn, we can light the pyres and allow you your privacy. And Carnivorous gives him another hug. Thank you. Thank you, Blackwood. Yes, I think that would be great. Bedfellows, before you leave, I just wanted to again say thank you for helping me get here safely and bringing the Sun Glider here. Because of what you've done, you are invited to the ceremony for portion.
Thank you.
It will be southeast of the Skyport tonight in a few hours. And he turns and walks back up the ship with Blackwood. Eventually you'll see that Lord Cedric Voss has gotten some help, and you see that they are bringing the body of Summer wrapped in cloth down into the city. He's just weeping, holding onto a handkerchief the whole time. Sindel and Ebrius are going to approach you.
Oh yeah, they're still here.
She's gonna say,
Sorry.
"No, it's fine. It's totally good."
Oh yeah, that bitch.
She's gonna say, "Well, if you would have asked me a month ago where I would be, it wouldn't be right here, right now with Ebrius. We owe you for everything. Tilboya connects directly to the Grave Rose to the east. And there are elven kind here, my people. I am going to go and speak with Silvermoon myself. Should you wish to continue this relationship, you can find us there. In Elendor's Glade." And she points to the giant tree.
So just so I'm clear, you've forgotten or you've chosen to abandon our prior arrangements?
Ebrius clears his throat. We've only just landed. We have things to do. But a deal's a deal.
And you do remember that word was sent ahead of us that you were being delivered as prisoners? How do you attempt to navigate that?
Okay. Maybe we forgot that. I mean, I have a hood, but okay, what's the plan then?
I don't really think there is one. It's like you said, you already owe us so much. Can you really afford to owe us any farther?
She says I was being nice. What is it
A
more
recent
that you
decision?
want? I know our relationship has had its ups and downs. I know at one point we were saving each other's lives in the wilderness. Yours as much as mine. But I also know
And you
how...
shot him.
You have a funny memory. I remember the majority of that journey you were still bound.
You made the right decision in cutting me loose.
That remains to be seen.
What more do you want, Cassius? Out with it.
It is as you said. You have business to attend to. You're kind to speak with. Royal connections to mend, I imagine. You can forget our prior arrangements. You've proven yourself untrustworthy to the extent that I thought you were. But know that you were right. You do owe us. And I will come to collect.
She puts her hand on Abrius's chest. And she gives you a bow. Elendor's Glade. You will be welcome.
Good luck.
She puts her cloak up. Abrius and her walk down the plank and down the tower and into the city. You guys are standing at the top of the tower on the southeast side of town, in the skyport. You see that there are carriages waiting. You see that people are starting to run up the stairs, grabbing some of the things off the ship, and they're just basically making prep. Everyone kind of gives you a slight nod, a friendly gesture to the city. You can tell that they're all just dock workers, skyport workers. Eventually, you get down to the ground level, and you are welcome to walk, or you can hail a carriage if you wanted to. What would you like to do?
First off, which district is Softpaw in?
Softball can be found in Tinker's Spire Quarter, which is west of town. You know that this part of town is 100% run by gnomes. Most of them from the Varuska Kingdom to the north that have set up shop here. You could tell that they are clean. The city itself down here is clean, and also they respect the greenery and the raw nature that is the Elven district. But that is where you can find Softpaw and his business.
Okie dokie. Well, I'm not sure if we want to grab a ride or if we just want to take a walk. We have been cooped up in a ship for a few days. But Softpaw's business is over in the Tinker's fire quarter. And we can find him there. Unless there was something you guys need to do first.
I've got some minor shopping to do, but that can go after. Do you think these Tinker people can take a look at the shield and the stick?
Oh, most definitely.
Also, Cassius, can I have my necklace back? The thing was dope.
Perhaps we have them take a look at that too before it's returned.
Fair enough.
I like the idea of a walk.
All right, then I shall lead the way.
Okay. And you walk through the city. And as you walk through the city, you are going to get to the part of the city where you have to cross over the river. And you could tell that there is ocean to your east. Where you are is currently up on a cliffside. You realize that the water below you is probably 100 feet down. You can see the tops of ships. The bridge itself is at an angle, and you're walking down the bridge. You see that there are horse and cart that are kind of pulling very. It's very difficult, but they're moving things up the hill. As you walk down, you get another waft of just salt water and fresh air as birds fly around. Everyone here seems to have their heads down and they're working. One person is going to hail, move aside, please, move aside. Heavy horses and loads coming through, and they kind of whip the horses as you guys scoot over and they come trudging across. And eventually you make your way down to the Tinkerspire Quarter. If you head north, you can go into the Elven Embassy and essentially the Elven District of Tilboya, known as the Silversong District. You cut a left, as you could see that there are beautiful gardens, and you could tell that the houses are small, but not because they're small because gnomes built them, and they're built for gnomes. You enter into the Tinkerspire Quarter, and it is hustling and bustling. You see that there are kids running around that have different mechanical toys. One has this what looks to be a bronze, flat metaled, intricately cut dragonfly, and he's holding it on his finger. He runs up to you, and as he does, he starts to shake his hand and he lets go, and it starts to flutter its wings as it flies straight up into the air. You see a bunch of kids kind of run underneath it as it slowly starts fluttering down as it unwinds. The gnomes absolutely are tinkering people. And eventually you get into the merchant district of Tinkerspire Quarter, and you make your way the way you always do to a two-story house. And you can see that as you walk into this place, the door opens and a little tiny bell goes off, and you see off in the distance a very, very old tabaxi, probably at least in his 80s or 90s. One ear turns towards the bell, and he reaches for his walking stick. And as he turns, he looks right at you. Who is it? I can't see. It's so bright out there. Please, please, in you go. And the door.
Yes.
Close the door.
Fraulein, it's me.
You see he turns the other ear towards you. Now both of them are facing you. And you can see this tabaxi is white furred with a couple orange spots, but even the orange spots are starting to gray out and turn white. He's got a cataract over his left eye, and he slowly makes his way forward. Is it really? Are you back, my dear? Please come closer. Who have you brought with you?
I brought those from... God damn it, what was the name of the town we were just in?
Lockling.
Thank you.
Oh! That's right. The very special quest.
Yes, very, very special.
And you brought the paladin with you back. One piece?
Mm-hmm.
It's real.
I knew you were going to say that.
I had to. Can we get
His fist turns very, very big and he punches you with it.
so high?
Whoa.
He's gonna walk up to you, Evelyn, and he is going to reach and he's gonna kiss you on the side of the cheek, and then on the other side you feel his whiskers, and then he's gonna go up to Vordoon and he's gonna grab Vordoon's arms, and he's probably 4 feet tall. He was taller, but as he's gotten older and he's starting to hunch over, so he kind of reaches up for your hip and your arm and he says, "My boy, you've made it in one piece. Welcome back. Tell me everything. Would you like would you like a spot of tea?"
First question, did you...
You, of course.
It never ends. It's like, please.
Did you do this to
It has to be a turn of phrase. It has to.
Did you get my correspondence?
Which one? I get lots of correspondence.
The one where we were arrested unjustly and had to go into arena to clear our names.
Right. Yes. I found that quite comical that the magistrate, should I say the late magistrate?
The late magistrate.
You two really know how to ruffle some feathers. But yes, I did hear. I also heard that you made friends with a certain dragonborn.
Friend is probably a loose word, at least for me, when it comes to that.
You are in Tilboya, my girl, and here, well, you measure a man by his business and his return on investments. As Dragonborns go, I think he's an okay fellow. Unless I'm missing something.
Okay is a good word for it. But we can talk story time later. Let me introduce you to my friends.
Please, come. And he takes you to the back of his shop, and you can tell he lives back there. And as you go into the back room, you see that there is what looks to be a little scratching post. You see that it's got some feathers tied to it. It's a little, like a dangling mouse. You see he's got a kettle that's over a fireplace. He's got a rug that's completely chewed up. It smells a little bit of cat urine in here, but he is an old cat after all. And he puts out the cups. Please, have a seat. He doesn't have any chairs. He just has like different balconies and ledges and stuff. Please.
Just so I'm clear with everybody out of game, I just want Grandpa did just drop a microaggression, right? I didn't like that. Like that hit other people too, right?
Wait.
As far
What?
as Dragonborn go, he's an okay guy.
Yep. Yeah, he did.
Okay, just making sure I registered that. Cool.
Cats hate lizards. Got it.
Also, can I just say one of my favorite things about D&D is watching when Neon wants to say something and he just holds like this for like 20 minutes. He's just like,
He's
Yeah.
about to
It's
burst.
either something
Yeah.
because
it's
he's
like-
being polite enough, he doesn't want to interrupt, but he has things to say and you will
He's
hear
like, I
them.
have words. I'm holding them in, but they're there.
I will wait for the entire description of a new region to backtrack to something that was said before the scene transition, and you
I
can
know you
count
will.
on that.
You keep us humble. You keep us true.
Cassius will not sit anywhere, as there is probably a little bit of pee everywhere.
Yeah, you notice Evelyn does not sit anywhere either.
Yeah.
Correct.
He hops up on one of his towers platforms and he sits and he looks down at you all. Well, I am very happy to hear that you survived the trip and you made it back a lot sooner than I expected. All things considered. Please, tell me everything.
Tell him everything.
2
We tell
hours
him
later.
Tell
everything.
him some stuff.
Hours later.
So y'all have some tea, shuffling around. You hear a couple people come in saying, "Hello, anyone there?"
Xanafy pokes her head. We're having a meeting. Fuck off.
No, wait, no. Evelyn will go up front and deal
Yeah.
with that.
After Xanafy says we're having a meeting. Fuck off.
Yup.
You're gonna see that a woman comes in. It's a human woman, and she's gonna say, Softpaw had an idol for me, a little bit of a voodoo doll, something that he found. Is it ready? And as you go and ask Softpaw, he's like, yes, it's already boxed. It's underneath the counter. You grab it.
Go and find it.
And you slide it over as she grabs it and runs out of the store. Tell him I said thanks as she runs out.
No. She would not do that. She would not just hand it to him, them, her, she. They.
It's already paid for. I paid in advance.
Okay. Well, she would have checked that.
You have a
She
receipt?
still would have checked that.
Okay, how do you check?
Well, there's probably paperwork.
Okay. So you look at the paperwork and you see that a person named Tiffany Maldress ordered a cursed doll, a cursed idol. And Softpaw had it, and it was in the box that you're handing over. You see that she paid 45 gold pieces for it.
Damn.
And do I see that it's paid in full or half paid?
It is paid in full.
All right, Grandpa, it's time to take your potion.
I had to go to work uphill both ways.
Such a great country.
She's like, oh, it's not my place to tell him what not to sell, but okay, here you go. I hope I don't regret this later.
No, you don't understand, Evelyn. They promised they would be responsible with it.
You have to trust them.
I've lived 8.5 lives. Trust.
Grandpa,
You're
come
gonna
down.
say
from the
8.5
balcony.
years.
Yeah.
8.5
Grandpa, come back down from the cat post.
Visit the Feywild once. 8.5 years.
How much catnip have you taken, Grandpa? Sit down.
He's going to say, well, I have news for you, young girl. I need you to know a few things. And he hops off his post and he goes and he checks behind one of his cupboards and he's going to pull out a cloak and a parchment. And as he hands the cloak over to you, you immediately recognize it. This is your brother's cloak. The very one that he would wear day in and day out. It's got the same tatters. It's got the same scuffs. It's been sewn together. And
Where?
He hands you a letter.
Everyone sees that her hands are physically shaking as she's trying to read the letter.
As you open the letter, it is going to say, "My dearest E, if you're reading this letter, it means Softpaw did his job. I must pray you forgive me, sister, because the old man is forgetful. Before you read any further, know that I am safe, I am sound, and I am here in Tilboya. I've been here for the last 3 months. The reasons for not coming to you sooner, I can't tell you that just yet. Please find peace, E. In time, I will come back and show myself. But for now, I need you to go to the booty hole."
The fuck did you just
I said what I said. I said what I said.
Crazy. What do you mean the booty hole?
You had too much bathwater. You can't be saying words like that.
Listen,
man.
I didn't want to call it that. I really didn't. I promise I didn't.
I have been over here barely holding myself together.
You want to tell them why? You want to tell them
Why?
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 Leroy?
What happened?
Tell them why. What made me start choking? And I
Why
had to
were
turn
you
my
choking?
camera off.
What happened?
Tell them. Tell them, Leon.
It was
Tell
so
them.
stupid.
So good.
They saw my facial expression and asked about it in our little DM chat. So I explained that my dumb brain, you were like, you Softpaw started talking again. You were like, so Softpaw says, and my brain just went, meow. That's it. That's all.
And that's why you lost it? Because you made a cat.
That's why I've been holding it together. And then you dropped the booty hole.
Why?
The reason why is because I did a map making night a long time ago, and I made a map, and chat was like, "This is called the booty hole," and I'm like, "Okay."
I was there. This is true. I can.
That's so fine and that's so cool, but you have to recognize that it is still your fault.
You are God here, and you chose this.
You allowed this.
It could be the shithole, but you know.
Completely skewed an entire mental state. I
If-
was in distraught, and then I can't
Okay.
stop laughing, and I'm crying.
We all broke character. It's over. GG.
There's only one way in and one way out.
Oh god, I have to write
I
down the
can't-
booty hole. I'm like,
Thank you,
Please
Liam. Thank
flip
you.
this over to
Bye.
read instructions on how to enter.
I'm
Jimmy,
so mad at you right now.
I still. Oh my god.
Y'all can play. I'll be back.
Yeah, can you like keep your facial expressions to yourself, please? Some of us are still struggling to breathe.
Where is it?
Leon, some great.
Run it back, Leon. Run it
No,
back.
that's Xanaphy. Where is it? I can't
No,
find
I'm
it.
literally crying. I hate you.
I was looking for it.
Oh.
Why did you make me a big screen?
Cause it was gonna be Leon, but I didn't have him on that screen for some reason.
That's fine, because I think my feet would have been on screen.
Oh yeah, we
for
gotta,
free?
We gotta save.
Yeah.
They would have been on screen.
As the CEO of this company, Monk, you got to protect your assets, and that does include my feet.
Yeah, and his ass.
Booty hole.
That's America's ass.
Speaking of ass,
That's
That's-
Alira's ass.
That's a Lyra's ass.
that's
Thank
a
you.
Lyra's ass. Well, his ass.
I hate it here.
You know, you know.
There
Hey,
you go.
she said the thing.
I don't.
Nothing makes better content than inside jokes. Good job, Sleepy.
I get it.
Up,
I'm
Leon.
Seeing.
I need to stop. I need to stop this whole thing. If you don't shut up and stop bullying me, I'm going to come to your house in 3 days. I'm going to punch you in the mouth. All right, I'm out. Gotta go.
Inspiration for Cassius.
Yeah. Bordoon called it.
I did.
Okay. Okay. So, he says, E.
Hate it.
Only one way in.
No, that was just me joking about buttholes. He's gonna say,
I hate you.
you have to find me in the booty hole. But not yet. I'll tell you when it's time to come out.
I hate this game so much. That we
Listen,
have allowed
you can only enter
related
during low
to
tide.
enter this right now. We have to enter a butthole? I'm sorry, booty hole. With a straight face? You
Listen.
expect us to RP through this?
During high tide,
Correct
the hole
Plug
is
it in.
sealed. You must enter during low tide.
Okay.
With all my love in all of the island. Estinian Naldir.
Southpaw, I need to just say that's the stupidest fucking name I've ever heard in my life. Is there someone we could talk to about that?
Evelyn's the one that read the note.
Yeah, we don't know about the booty hole.
Oh
yet.
shit! No, I thought Southpaw was saying that. I ruined it. I'm out.
You're out. See you
Thank
next
you,
time.
Star. You
I am-
tell me when.
I'm physically and mentally trying to get myself back into character, and it's not working.
Never mind.
Yeah, be serious. It's your brother.
It's very serious. It's my brother, and probably you're just seeing a lot of confusion and confliction. Like,
like,
What you got there, Evelyn?
I need more than just this. Softpaw, what the fuck?
Yes, about that. It seems the Naldil family. You guys get yourself into trouble. Your brother came and found me long before you did.
Well, yeah, I came here looking for him. You fucking knew that. You knew this whole time.
Yes, but you have to understand, your brother is in a lot of trouble, and I am coming up with a plan, but part of the plan required you to not be in Tilboy for the last 3 or 4 10-day. This was your brother's wishes, and for that, I do not apologize.
You hear Brodrune's knuckles crack behind Evelyn.
I need a minute. And she'll just hand the note to Vordoon and she storms out.
He watches you leave, and you storm out, and he's gonna say to you all, that precious girl, her and her brother, the whole Naldir family, they're in more trouble than she realizes.
Yes, well, maybe she would have realized if you would have, spoken to her about it.
I could not have put her in danger. Had she heard about what's happening in this booty hole, she would have dove in sooner than, well, she was supposed to. But the booty hole has been primed and it is ready for her. Considering all of the...
You're done. You're done.
Bad-
You're cut off.
Bad kitty.
You're done.
I guess prestidigitation water spray.
Hi, Cherry. Welcome in.
Hi, Slushy.
She's like, oh. He's like, oh, no. No. It's all going to make sense when it makes sense. I promise you. Please, go after her.
Hang on for a moment. I understand you felt like you were correct. I understand that I have no clue what's going on here right now. However, can we drop the whole, oh, I didn't tell her for her own good, like, pandering, condescending bullshit? Evelyn is one of the smartest, most capable people I have met on my journeys. Everything you're saying right now, I guarantee you, is bullshit. I will go after her. But not because you told me to. Cassius will leave.
I was
Y'all
going to
here,
follow right after.
Just 100% here. Just Evelyn found an empty crate outside and she smashed it against the ground.
Oh, I love that for you so much.
You smash the crate, and you see...
She made sure it was empty first.
Yeah, you'll see a couple of the gnomes walking by, stop and look over in your direction. And then they turn and mind their own business and keep walking. You see the kids that are playing with the little Tinker toys run off down one of the alleys. And then Cassius comes out of the store.
DM, as I'm also behind Cassius, is there an urn or pottery piece or teapot or something that I pass by on my way out?
Yeah, there's a little tiny, what looks to be a cauldron-shaped coffee mug. It's black. It's got 3 little legs on it. It's
I bring it to
adorable.
Evelyn so she can smash it. You should throw this too.
She does, so.
It smashes into a million pieces.
Nice.
Did everyone go outside?
Nope.
No, just me and you inside.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
The look on his face.
You fucked up.
What is the danger? Season.
Yes, yes. It seems like we've come to this point in the story. Excuse me. I need to get something for you, too. He comes back with a box, and it looks like it's the shape of that would hold a wand. And he opens the box, and you see there is a magical wand that glistens with blue sparkles, and there is a siren that is engraved on the handle of this wand. The Naldil family in the Elmcroft waters. There's some business that they had with the siren's song. I need you to make a history check to understand what the siren's song is.
I could give
I'm
you
not
guidance,
there. I
but
can't
don't
make no
think-
history check.
I rolled,
Okay.
but Purdue just got to this continent.
Yeah.
I know what that is.
Yeah,
I'm
you
the
could-
hero.
You could do a history check too.
Holy fuck! I got a 19.
Good.
Let's go.
Not me.
Okay. The siren song is a ship. It's a crew. And they are notorious pirates. They are known for being ruthless, for leaving no survivors, and they absolutely are kidnappers, extortionists. They are rumored to fall in rank under a blue adult dragon.
Oh boy.
And they fly under the sail of the siren song.
Gordon, you're not gonna like this. Siren Song's a bunch of nasty customers. They are Pirates TM. Trademarked. They do it all. People trading, guns trading, they're scurvy dogs. Apparently they work for a blue dragon. That's rumor. But
Adult blue dragon.
adult blue dragon.
All the
Fuck.
rumors have truth in them.
Yeah.
And her brother is tied up in this.
Unfortunately, very tied up in this. When he arrived, he has escaped from them. The Silver Song, or the, sorry, not the Silver Song. The Siren Song, they were in Tilboya 3 months ago. The boy ran into my house. And I harbored him. And they didn't find him. But they're always looking. They leave no survivors. Evelyn is in great danger because she was here while they were looking for her brother. And if you've seen her brother, they look almost identical. He went underground. There indeed is a place where those who have fled from the law, those from, well, let me just say it, pirates, are here in Tilboya. They congregate in this place known as the Booty Hole. I've never been myself, not my type, but I couldn't even tell you how to get in.
Is it swarming with pirates?
Yes, of course. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I guarantee you the siren song is down there.
This booty hole's gonna be pretty rank.
Had I told Evelyn what her brother, who her brother was running from, that would be 2 Naldir family captured. Now, Vordoon, son, I must tell you, and this is going to be hard to hear, the siren song was doing business with the Naldir family, unbeknownst to Evelyn and her brother. They are victims in this. It's why I didn't tell the girl. I'm going to give you this. This belongs to the crew of the Siren Song. The one who wields it and uses it correctly can communicate with that crew. And he slams it shut. You did not get this from me. And I'm going to have to ask you to please leave. At once.
I'll take it and I'll hand it over to you, sir.
Oh. Cool.
I understand your motivations for not telling her, but you still owe her an apology. And she gets to slap you in the face.
You have no idea who I am. And for that, Vordoon, need no apology. There's a reason I'm here on this realm in my age. Unfinished business. But I used to roll with sex jokes and war crimes. It's not the first time I've been threatened, and it will not be the last. Yes, I am happy to speak with Evelyn, but when she's ready.
Let's be clear about something. I'm not threatening you.
He'll hiss. He'll show his fangs, and they're dulled and broken. But you also know there's a little bit of Yoda in there. Like, maybe he does have some fight in him still. But you gather it's not a physical threat that he's intimidating you with. It's more a connection thing. He's just been around the block a few times. And there's a little bit of apathy. He just doesn't really care.
I'm just telling you to do the right thing by her. Because you did just hurt her.
I did. I did hurt her. Being hurt from me. What are you whispering, Xanafi? You're muted. I didn't hear you. Being hurt by me, that's something she can live with. Being hurt by the siren's song, that's not something you can live with. I hope those that you found and brought back will suffice. There's a thank you here somewhere, but I understand now's not the time to ask for it.
Unfortunate. And I'm just gonna turn. You good to go, you son?
I'm gonna see if this guy's got some stuff I want to buy.
I'll hand my put my hands back out for the box.
Oh, word. Here you go.
Thank you. And
You
then
walk
I'm
out?
going to, yeah, I'm going to walk out and try to find Evelyn.
You find Evelyn smashing.
Well, wait. So that while they were talking,
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We
Mhm.
were also talking. So.
Yeah.
because first I just want to smash cut to Cassie's talking to Evelyn and saying, "No, listen, I know there's no like time limit or anything, but really we should get back in there. Like, I like obviously he's not the kind of guy to start explaining the thing that he was withholding from you while you're not even there. Like, because if he did that, we would absolutely kill him.
Which we could anyway, I'm just saying.
No, he's done a lot for me since I got into town. Honestly, I
Really?
would have been way
Just
more
come
lost.
here.
The whole time. She is pacing this entire time that she is just a mess.
No, you're right. You're right. I go back in there. I still have questions. So many questions. Okay. Also, you guys have to get paid for coming all the way here.
You, sir, and I do have our business. That was the whole original thing.
that was
Not
the
really
whole
super
original
focused
point.
on that right now, but it would also be nice to take
Yeah.
care of.
It would be great. I will resist the urge to punch him because he is old and I'm pretty sure his face would break if I did.
I have no
Is his
ties
face
to
not
him.
already broken?
I could break it more.
No. I'm better than this.
Some of us don't have to be better than that if you want, Evelyn. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying I never really liked cats anyway.
And I'm not getting paid by him, so it doesn't do me any dishonor.
I just want my brother back.
Well, not going to make any progress out here.
Nope.
Then we start walking inside and we run into Vordoon. And Vordoon doesn't
Oh.
move, but we all fall down.
Dominoes.
Don't shake your head, you're the most likely to fall down.
You don't know me. I wanted to catch Evelyn like Disney princess style.
So before you guys start talking, yes, he does have a lot of items that you can purchase. You're gonna realize that Softpaw is a little bit of a trader. He trades goods for goods, and
Trader.
sometimes he's a little bit like a pawn shop. I did it with the D, trader.
Yeah, traitor. Yeah.
Also,
Items to purchase and to break.
yeah, you broke his favorite Halloween mug.
What a
He
shame.
was going to give away for free. So if you're looking for something specific, this may not be the place, but if you're looking for someone who is a loan shark, not a loan shark, that's not the right word, a finder of things, Softpaw is your man.
Yusern wasn't. He told that to Vordoon. He has something that he would like to see if he can have found, but he was gonna talk to him.
Okay. Well, you find yourself alone in the room for a moment. What would you say to him?
I understand the intricacies of a delicate plan from a high standing. And I know you're in a difficult position. I can see it. So thank you.
What is your name?
Cern?
Yes, sir. My name is Fraulein. Softpaw. I know that I broke that girl. She has traveled countless miles in search of a loved one. Yes, my memory is leaving me in these old years, but one thing that I know true is that power that she wields, the love for her brother, this was meant to happen this way. I kept
You
it
care
from
about
her.
her?
She's wonderful. In the short time that I've known her, she's a hard worker. She's loyal. She's honest. She's beautiful. Yes, I like her very, very much, and I wish nothing but the best for the Naldir family. I have connections. I haven't been sitting idle this whole time. This was a necessary pain. I needed time. So did her brother. And so did she. I'm sorry that I made the decision for her. But it's for the best.
I'm guessing from the letter, her brother understood the situation as well.
Quite. Indeed, that young man he's got some wit about him.
Well, thank you anyway. Good luck.
Good luck to you. And you walk
Also-
out. Oh, yes.
Also- You wouldn't happen to have any moonstone, would you? I'm not talking about the gem.
No moonstone, but I'll put my ears out for it. Put my feelers out. If I have anything, well, I'll save it for you. And at that point, you walk out, and you're now in the main lobby where the group has kind of come back together. And as you guys are talking, he stays in the back for a moment. What do you guys do?
I'm going to hand Evelyn the box with the wand.
What hell is this?
Apparently, it's yours. And
They
I
can
will go
communicate
off
with those
and
pirates.
yep, just start explaining what he just told me about why her brother's in trouble.
Evelyn, if you would please make a history check.
Okay.
Roll high, please.
Okay. Well,
Guidance?
No, I'm
have
kidding.
I maybe,
If there's
maybe
in-
advantage?
You're going to get info. I'm not trying to say, hey, I'm not going to give you info if you don't roll high, but how much info you're going to recall.
Well, let's see if the dice want to tell a story or not. 13.
Okay. So, you remember a ship that arrived in the Elmcroft waters 6 months ago. And this ship was a fluorescent blue. The wood itself looked like it was chopped down from trees in the Feywilds. The sails were silver. They looked silk, and they almost created a transparent effect whenever the sun rays would catch it in a certain light. You remember the siren that was on the front of the ship. You remember the crew. You remember that they were half dragons. You remember that your father opened the most expensive wine that you all have saved. Wine that was passed down from generation to generation. You remember asking your mother about it and being silenced at the table. You remember eavesdropping on the conversation that they had at dinner. You remember a specific half-dragon that had a name that was some kind of musical poem, a definition, almost like haiku. It was strange, but you can't remember the name right now. But it defined a certain type of poetry. You remember his voice was deep, guttural, but he laughed. You remember that night there was a fight in your parents' bedroom. You remember that your mother tried to defend the decisions that the family made, your father pleading with her. You remember hearing the glass shattering against the wall. You remember your mother opening the cupboard and going downstairs to fetch some milk, pouring you a glass, and telling you that everything would be okay in time. Exactly 3 months after that ship left, you started to notice that your father started sending multiple ships out. Almost the entire family fleet. You snuck in and you checked the logs and you realized that they were unlogged. Something that your father never did before. And before you got to investigate too much further is when your brother went missing. Apparently kidnapped. All of these things are happening in a flashback. You know the ship. You know its captain. And you know that they did business with your family.
And they did business starting just 6 months ago.
Yeah.
I remember that name. My father was doing business with starting around 6 months ago. It was strange and wasn't something. It wasn't part of the usual discussions that part of. He kept it pretty close to the chest, so.
Crow.
Yes.
Can you move closer to your mics?
Is that better?
Thank you.
That's better.
Okay. It was something he kept close to his chest, and anytime I asked about it, he'd brush me off. My parents fought about it. So, some type of deal was made and something must have gone wrong. But I still have more questions.
I figured you would.
So back to soft paw she goes. She wasn't told that she had to leave, so she's going back in.
Okay. You go into the back room.
First of all, thank you so much for everything that you have done for me. However, that does not excuse what you did.
Did the rest of you follow her in or let her talk to him by herself?
Ordine would have followed.
Okay.
Cassius is
If
there
someone
as well.
followed,
Okay.
Yusern would just poke his head in just to get some tea.
Okay. You're going to see Vordoon as she is talking. He has a sense of stoicism about him, his countenance. Continue, Evelyn.
I understand where you're coming from. However, you had no right. That aside, I don't want your apologies right now. I just want answers. First, is he safe now or is he still in danger?
He is safe, but he is not himself. He will be safe as long as he continues with his disguise, his front. He's changed his appearance. He's shaved his head. He has a tattoo. He has infiltrated the underground. As long as he keeps that up, yes, he is not a Naldir. He is a pirate. And for that, he's safe.
Did he tell you why they took him?
what this is all about?
Deal gone wrong between your father's business and the Siren's song. And in order to make right by this bad deal, your brother was taken by the Siren song. Your brother barely made it into my shop. Badly beaten. Emaciated. I fed him. I kept him safe. And I got to work. Here, I'll show you, please. And he goes and he pushes everything off of his table. You see the little squeaky toy falls and he looks at it for a moment and then he focuses again. He pulls out all these parchments. He's going to say, there's a tiefling that goes by the name Kassira. She's the owner of the Stormstone Jewels in this very district. She's done business with the Siren Song. Also, the enigmatic owner, named Silva, a half-orc, runs the Moonlit Curiosities. He's able to source almost anything for the right price. He, too, has connections with the underground. I have been paying them handsomely for this information, and it's yours. You can find the half-orc in the Silver Song district with the elves. There's one more thing. There is a man that goes by the name the Butcher. Your friend, your protector, garnished his business. If there are two people I would not want to cross paths with, even on the best of days, it would be the Butcher, and it'd be the crew of the Siren Song. Evelyn, I did this to give you time. If you would have known that you arrived merely a few 10 days after your brother, the link between two souls, you are following in his footsteps. You're standing exactly where he stood.
Yeah, it's like we're twins or something, okay? Sorry.
The information is yours.
I don't understand what he wants me to do with this information. He's hiding in a lion's den, surrounded by criminals that want to kill him, just because of a bad deal? I mean, it's much better than what I thought the reason why he was taken was, but... What am I supposed to do with this? A wand? I don't use magic.
That wand, I'll warn all of you. It is a beacon, a communicator, a scry. Anywhere in the realm you be, that wand find ye the Siren Song. Keep
that
it.
doesn't work in reverse, right? Like they can't find us if we have it.
I have never played with it.
Cool. That's great. I love this. I love this a lot. She grabs her flask and she
It just starts drinking.
It's trick time.
Vordoon,
Yes, sir.
does this butcher stay in Tilboya?
He does.
He does.
Hypothetically
Uh-oh.
speaking,
He goes and he turns the sign from open to close and locks the door. Oh boy. I need some more tea.
Only now that occurred to you.
would it be possible to engineer possibly?
I heard that.
I'm just spitballing here. The butcher to fight the siren song, and in the middle of all that conflict, we go in and get the brother. Thoughts?
Might be difficult, but it probably could be done. But it would
Be funny to
be
watch.
more dangerous for the brother. Him stuck in a war between two gangs.
The butchers.
Not if it doesn't happen on their home turf. Yusern, have I ever told you that I like you more by the day?
You just did, baby.
Where could one find this butcher?
Yeah, DM, where's the butcher's office at?
Okay. So you're going to find the butcher. Is going to be hanging out at Diamond Port. And that is on the northeast of the city. From where you guys are. And one thing you'll notice as well, or remember rather, is that you've never spoken face to face with the butcher. You've worked for the butcher and his cronies. And the person who pays you is the butcher.
And who am I bodyguarding? Because I thought I was his bodyguard.
Oh, you're his bodyguard?
Oh shit.
It's so awkward, bro.
Well, what happened to that story?
Wait, I forgot about that. Was that something we wrote in session 0?
Yes. That was, you asked me
Okay.
what job I wanted.
Okay.
And I said I'd bodyguard for someone, and you gave me the butcher.
I love that
so
even more.
interesting because
Fuck.
Vordoon hasn't even told us that he was straight up his bodyguard. He's just been
Yeah,
saying like,
just
"Oh yeah,
that
I was
he
kind of like an
works-
enforcer type." Like,
Yeah, I just
I-
worked for him.
I forgot about that. Ah, this is so much better. Okay. Let's retcon something. So, you know that he hangs out at the Diamond Port, and there is a fish market in the Diamond Port. The Diamond Port is where all of the ships are built. You see that there's an elven shipyard, there's a gnomish shipyard. They all work together, but in the fishing district is where the butcher hangs out. He runs a meat market, a fish market, and also he lives in a tower that used to be like a windmill / lighthouse on the corner of town. And oh my gosh, I'm so terrified. I just remembered that we agreed that you were his bodyguard. This is juicy.
All right, I will let the party know where he's located. And I'll specifically look at Xanaphi. He does have a veritable army in that tower.
Softpaw, how would you describe the current standing relationship between these sirens and the Butcher's organization?
Tense. Me boy.
Oh, I love that.
Tense. You see, this dragon, when the portals opened, many, many years ago and brought these wonderful magics and technologies to our realm, the dragons came with them, out from their holes, and are now putting pressure on the very realm itself. They've intertwined themselves with trade, with politics, even with nature itself. This dragon mingles with humankind. The butcher, well, imagine if you sold the carcass of a dragon to the people. But he's not an idiot. He's not just a butcher of fish. He's a butcher of business, a butcher of people. He is evil incarnate, that one. Tense is the word I would choose. But there are business lines open. And as long as business lines are open, well, that makes them both just the more powerful.
Fraulein. Soft. Do you know of any possible item, people that the sirens just frickin' love? They would just do anything to get back. Spitball.
Not any one people, me boy, but how do I say, they have been known to be satiated at the Hungry Gull. A tavern, an inn, a place for adult services. I don't know if they will do anything for them, but information is information.
Might have a job for you, Vordoon. I'm kidding.
He calls out
Yes.
the Hungry Gull, which is
I
a
think I have-
brothel.
I think I have a very delicious plan I'm excited to share with you all.
Please. Please do it. Oh,
So
I'm
the
ready.
people of the siren song hang out at the Hungry Goal, or people who work for the butcher hang out
siren
at
song.
the- Cool.
This is all wonderful, and I'm interested to get back to this conversation in a moment. But real quick, just so it doesn't get lost in the reeds, Softball, we sort of had business that I wanted to sort of get done with. It's kind of wanted to get that taken care of before we get too lost in the reeds, so to speak.
You know, the whole reason I brought them here,
Yeah.
Yeah,
besides being traumatized.
I'm sorry, I forgot about that business. What business?
The business that you orchestrated with Ben, and we traveled through the forest. For
Benjamin.
months. Benjamin.
Yes, from Wayside. Yes, is he still
Yes.
alive?
Yes,
Yes.
he's still alive.
Great. And
The herb.
you have herb for me?
From Benjamin.
Yes.
We talked about this.
Yes. Great.
I have a sampling of a new herb that Benjamin has derived for you to try to see if you would wish to open up trade with him and be the currently sole proprietor of this very fine new product.
Right. He takes his walking stick and he walks behind the counter, and you're going to see he's going to tap in the shape of a star 5 points. And as he does, you're going to see the wall is going to crack, and you're going to see 2 blue lines are going to open up as the wall opens. And in front of that wall, where there once was a wall, seems to be some kind of portal. And as he walks through it, you can see inside there is like an arboretum that does not fit in this space. And you see rows and rows of mushroom of different colors. There's red, there's blue, there's green. You see that there's cave walls. You can feel this cold draft come in. You see that there are lizard folk that are currently tending to the different mushrooms. And they all look at you, and they look at him, and he goes, "Oh, waka, waka." And they all look back, and they're like, "Waka, waka, waka." And then he is going to say, "Please, after me." And he is going to walk into this arboretum.
Walk in, please.
You walk
Let's go.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So I understand that Ben has been working on a new herb. Mind if I try it?
That is the, again, entire point of why we're here, yes.
Wonderful. And you're going to see he is going to verbally and somatic, he is going to cast, and you'll see that a mage hand that looks like a floating cat paw is going to reach and bring back this hookah. And you're going to see all the lizard folk kind of gather around it. He's going to grab the herb that you grabbed from Wayside way back when, and he is going to begin to smoke it.
He is going to grab the small amount that I take from what is in my possession and does not include any seeds. And he may do what he will with that.
Okay.
Very specific.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to look at you. This isn't my first rodeo. As he notices that you gave him just a very small sample, but this is enough to hit.
No, it's like a full. It's like the full like little amount. I'm just making sure it's like because we took a bundle, like we took a decent amount.
Yeah.
But it's just like one serving size, if you
Okay.
will.
So he's going to take a hit of the hookah, and then he's going to pass it over to the lizard folk. And you see all of them have the same type of response that Sindel had. Suddenly, they're going to become hyperactive like squirrels, and they're going to start to dart around. Even Softpaw is going to put his stick down, and he's going to kind of do a little heel click. Oh, this is amazing.
What are you doing? Pass that thing. Come on.
He hands it over to you.
Word.
Oh no! Oh no! You're that kind of dealer.
Rock and roll, baby.
Okay, so this gives you haste, and it is it's awesome, and it smells great.
It's awesome.
I think you're forgetting the coolest part about the herb,
Which is
that it temporarily increases your proficiency bonus.
it does.
Yep.
It absolutely does. So
Because they already have code red. They already have the haste spell
Yeah.
in drug
Yep.
form.
yep. So you become a lot more proficient, and he says, "Wonderful. This was worth every coin. Here you go." And then he does. Anyone else?
Speaking of,
Does anyone else want anything? Actually, we got
Nope.
we got code red. We got blue waka. We have green mist.
I'll
If-
take a
if-
little bit of everything.
All the flavors.
if he is offering Evelyn, I know you're one to mess alchemically with things. This is not your ordinary drug. I have a middling experience with it. I would highly recommend perhaps not partaking, but simply taking.
Sure.
Evelyn. I don't show everyone this part of the business. But, seeing as you are proficient with alchemy, my studio is your studio. You know the combination now? Please lock the door and use the close sign if you're ever going to use it. And these fine friends are good folk. Think about it. This could help with your endeavor. A lot of you. Now tell me, what was the agreed upon price?
Leon doesn't remember, and I don't actually remember if we were told.
No, you guys were paid half before, and then we're gonna get paid half after.
Yep.
Hang on, let me look up.
Way
let
back
me look up
when.
notes.
Yeah.
Back in April. So, he's going to say, here. And he is going to, again, with his cat paw mage hand, he is going to have it fly past you back into his shop, and he is going to hand you a backpack. Here. It's yours. And your gold is in it.
Right.
The bag he hands you looks very much like a hiking bag. It's got several sacks and different compartments
Yeah.
all around the outside of it.
Sorry, I didn't write that down. All that I've got in here is Syndal is my mortal enemy.
Nice. Not your
That's
enemy.
Topaz. Yeah, that was
Topaz's enemy.
Topaz's enemy.
And he is it's got two big belt clasps that you have to put through the holes and put the hook in. And it weighs as if it's empty. And when you go to open the bag, there's a black hole inside of it, an abyss. And he just takes a hit and he looks at you, curious, and he blows smoke rings at you guys.
Cassius will just
what are you
kind
doing?
of not worry about it. He'll just kind of put it on his back for now.
Your money's in there. Just think of the money and it'll come to you.
Yep, that sure is the previously agreed upon price of.
Insert number here.
Okay. Well, you're free to stay. You're free to go. Evelyn, there will be a time when we circle back and we finish this conversation. But for now, you have a contact and someone on your side. And I will do everything in my power, my paw power, to help the Naldir family.
One last question.
Anything.
Was Frederick a red herring?
Yes. I am sorry. I will probably say that a few more times, but yes.
So I'm just in limbo until I get this signal? What is even the signal supposed to be? I'm so angry! I'm gonna hit him! Not hard because he bruises like a fucking peach.
Okay, make an
But,
attack roll because he is high and he's...
No, I'm talking about
I was like,
hitting
we're
my
about
brother.
to fight softball.
No, I was talking
Okay.
about fighting her brother.
Put it up, old man. We're
Justified.
going.
It is not justified. Okay.
Evelyn saw the greenhouse and decided she wanted to break bad.
Stay
Okay.
bad, grows goatee.
And with that, this is where we're going to call our session this evening.
I have a dramatic line to end the night off.
Ooh,
And-
dramatic line.
Hold on. We just got another follow.
One
Glistening Globule.
I
Thank
love
you for
that
the
name.
follow.
Yeah, let's go.
That puts us at
I don't know.
$3.99. Thank you for the
Hot dang,
follow.
what a way.
My
Looks good.
gosh.
So close.
We're so close, y'all.
As we're like beginning to exit and we make our way like into the main room before getting to like the locked and closed door, Cassius just wants to stop and say, "Oh, Evelyn, by the way, I think I heard a little rumor that your brother's in town. Yes, people have been saying he can be found at the Diamond Port." probably had a little more impact back when we were that term was fresh and everybody remembered where that was. But
Yeah, we all know where the diamond port is.
So it begins.
that's the butcher. That's where the butcher is.
Yeah.
That's his stomping grounds. That's the where he is. It's the
Dude,
so Cassius is alluding to the plan that he has. Whatever. Let's just end the show.
I got it. I was there. I was right with you. I know.
But if he's like,
I
"What are
love
talking
you.
about?"
Come
Nobody's
back.
gonna-
Evelyn did not.
If no one
Evelyn
got
is-
me, I know Dirk got me.
so
all right.
It was
Good,
my plan too. I was excited.
good game, everyone. I know tonight
Oh.
was heavy on the RP, but you guys have been fighting a lot lately, and you're in a new place.
Evelyn's gonna start fighting soon. Oh.
Tell me about it, Queen. Tell me about it.
Therapy sesh in Discord.
Ooh.
They're
Yeah.
gonna need
Yes.
therapy after the things I do to them.
Damn.
Love it. Love it. Thanks everyone for
Anyways.
tuning in. I missed everyone. I'm so glad that we're back. I had fun doing pottery, but my favorite is playing D&D with you guys. So thank you so much. I'm glad you all had a safe trip and you all got home safely. We'll be back. We're going to do a couple things this week. So stay tuned in our Discord. We're definitely going to be doing Gaming with Friends on Wednesday, but I have some other things I wanted to talk to the group about. But anyway, before we go, since we have your attention, I wanted to give a couple shout outs and see what's happening in their worlds. Starting with you, Sleepy. Always Sleepy 907 streams on her own channel. Sleepy, what do you got going on?
Well, I don't have much going on this week. I might stream tomorrow, but that's because starting on Wednesday until the next week, Tuesday, I'll be visiting a Leon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we might do fun, cool streams on his channel and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be good, chaotic. He might try to drown me once or twice, but he said no more than
I
twice.
promised only once.
That's true. He promised only once to try to drown me
Love it.
in Minecraft.
Are you guys
Only
going
one
to do something fun when you're down there?
No,
Oh,
No.
okay.
we're just gonna sit on the floor and kind of stare at each other.
Just
That sounds fun.
menacingly.
Yeah.
Menacingly.
No, we're doing co-op DVD where we play
Yeah.
Dead by Daylight and one of us has the keyboard and one of us has the mouse. We're doing a cooking stream.
We're doing
Some other goofy stuff. We're gonna be at
Other
TwitchCon if
goofy
anybody's gonna
stuff.
be at TwitchCon.
Yeah, see?
Come meet Leon and I.
You
And
guys give
I'm-
information the same way that I do with my NPCs. You could have just
Like
started
that.
with that.
No, because then you wouldn't be as excited. You'd be like,
You're right.
"Aw,
You're right.
What, for real? See,
I'm glad. You guys are going to have so much fun.
Lower expectations and then over deliver.
exactly.
Yeah.
Boom, baby.
Cool. Well, I guess we know what Leon's doing, but Leon, did you want to add anything else to that?
No.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna be
Nope.
together, you goofus. What do you mean? Does he want to add
Okay.
anything else to it?
Okay. That's fine. That's cool. Derp Snack, anything going on in your world?
New job's kicking my butt. So
Aw.
everything's to be announced.
Yucky.
Well, thanks for showing up every Sunday.
Jobs, but
I do have to go to bed like now.
Okay.
No.
Well, we're going to wrap. Hikaru, we're waiting patiently. Maybe
Just
one
gotta
of these
wait
days.
a little bit longer. It's
Got
not
it.
gonna be till October.
for my birthday.
I'm okay with that.
I'm a patient
Wardoon
man.
hosts D&D on Tuesdays. He hosts D&D every other Friday. He plays D&D on Sundays. He is a very busy fellow. And anything else going on in your world, Wardoon, that we need to know about?
Nope. Just that my baby might be getting delivered even earlier.
What?
Prime
Okay.
Day shipping?
Prime
Yeah.
Day, yeah, free Prime Day shipping.
Don't catch Ari
God.
hearing that. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Maybe right around the beginning of November now.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm going to be an uncle.
How much have you talked about that online, by the way? Could there be people in chat that don't know that you're going to have a child?
Probably a lot of people. Most of them probably don't know I'm about to have a child.
He's gonna be a
Wardoon
daddy
is pregnant.
and a dad.
A
Yeah.
daddy and a dad. He's gonna be a daddy and his daddy.
Help! I'm terrified. Help!
You're going to be
Nah, you're
such a
fine.
great dad. I can't wait.
You
really
haven't
are.
told your parents yet, bro?
Dude, they're listening right now. They're watching. Is this how they find out?
Oh shit.
Dude, why No, oh shit!
I am in
No.
such big shit.
Oh
I'm
my
grounded.
I'm so grounded, dude.
I'm so-
I'm so grounded.
Crazy.
Ari,
Okay.
stop telling lies.
I love it. Well,
Ari.
Ari, we love you so much. Soren, thank you so much for hosting. You did wonderful, and we're so happy to see you again. Shout out
Great.
for Soren.
What about Soren? Are you gonna ask her?
Oh, yeah, and Soren, great show tonight. We're so happy to hear from you. Shout out to Soren again.
Oh
Huh?
my goodness.
Huh?
I thought
And
I'll
also
do it.
Soren.
Soren's kind of thinking about streaming in the future too, so make sure you follow
Wait.
her to get in on
Thank
the ground.
you.
I haven't heard that.
Yes, you
Yeah.
have.
Are you-
yes, you have.
We covered it
Yes.
last time.
Soren, what are you going to stream?
Announcements.
We're going to talk
Yeah,
about this offline.
Yeah, when
I
we
don't
were
know
all
yet, but
wormin.
I've
We
been
were all
cooking.
wormin.
Okay, that was chaos. Wormin was chaos. I
Yeah, we
couldn't
did it
hear my
before
own
we
thoughts.
started worming.
Okay,
Your real thoughts.
okay.
Yeah, no, wait. That was first thing when you were going around to everybody, be like,
Yeah.
introduce yourselves, talk
My
about
bad.
what you're doing.
Okay, you know what? I'm like softball sometimes.
it's a good thing you're pretty.
Thank
It's a
you.
good thing you're
I
pretty.
just shaved. All right, everybody, we are gonna hang out in our Discord. Come hang out and chat with us post D&D, and then we're gonna raid out to our friends Lord of Lizards. So hang out with us while we raid out. But thank you so much for everything. Love you so much. Be kind to each other, and we'll see you in a couple days. Bye.
Bye.
Ka-chow.
Bye, friends.
Ka-chow.
Ciao.